Good afternoon, folks. I'm Baroque, and welcome back to Avowed. After wandering around Dawnshore dealing with some smugglers, bugs and bears, we're finally ready. Entered the city of Paradis proper. This will likely involve a lot of talking and standing around, but who knows, maybe we will get shanked in some alleys or have God knows what else come up. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. Do love exploring a big old fantasy city after all. Hope you're all doing well today. Well done getting through the week. Hope your day's treated you kindly. Grab a warm beverage. Come join me. Let us enter the city.
I can't believe you did it.
Oh.
Good work out there, envoy. Only just arrived and you're already the talk of the town. Well, the ambassador ordered me to give you free access to the city. No idea why he's calling the shots all of a sudden, but...
That's probably because the Clavager's dead.
That sounds ominous.
Almost like he had something to do with it.
Anyway, you can go on ahead. The ambassador's expecting you.
Thank you, Captain. What about Inquisitor Ludwin? You said she was looking for me. Evening, AJ. You enjoy yourself, bub. Welcome to the weekend.
She comes and goes. You never know where she'll turn up, and it's never for a good reason.
Yes, I think I made her my ex without necessarily thinking of the repercussions.
Once you're in the city, you'll find the Adiran embassy due north of the gatehouse. Take care, envoy.
What? No parting words from me? After all the time we spent together?
Shove off, Muttonhead. How's that for a parting word?
Bless.
With talk like that, it's no wonder the Adirans think we need a little civilizing.
Guy's really been growing on me.
At least I'm in good company now. Right?
Aye, bub. That you are. Let's go and see the city that way up. Orders from the embassy. Captain Cyric, the western gatehouse is closed until further notice. No one comes or goes. So your Clavager returns, I expect the Paradis military to answer to the Steel Garrote. Before you object, remember your city is leaderless and undefended, and without leadership, a militia is nothing but a mob. I expect your compliance, or your resignation, Inquisitor Ludwin. Sure that's going to go over well. Hey up. Game says cutscene time. No wonder it wanted me to enter through this gate. Oh, wait, what? This was meant to be a talking episode. What? Well, that changes my perception. What is happening? It's a good point, but more less of a point and more of a threat when you're threatening to take the city. Oh. Is it my mycelium god? What's happening? Oh, it's looking a bit like there's some frilly tree things happening in that silhouette.
You should not be here. You should be free. Whole, the blood feeding your veins. Why are you here?
You're asking me? I don't even understand what just happened.
The arrow struck. Then your soul found us. Here in the emptiness, where the gods live and the dead wait.
Oh, so why am I dead?
A cage. A prison. We feel the souls of multitudes, a current beneath the skin of this place. We could dip our hand in once, feel them near us. But now, we are trapped like wasps in amber. But you should be alive.
I agree. I'm dead. At least it was quick. Guess it could be worse.
Worse, you died. Someone cut short your span. An arrow broke the skin. It carried poison to your veins.
Yep, that seems about right.
A festering blot of corruption spread through the root and sap.
Isn't that your domain?
It stilled your heart. It silenced the song in your mind.
Hopefully the next life is kinder to me and my killer, whoever they are. Very good point, AJ.
They hurt you, but we do not hear
I have my
rage
suspicions.
hissing in you like a serpent.
Ambassador.
Why?
There's no point in hanging on to anger. All I can do is move on.
Soften. Quiet. You would accept the winter before spring, but you do not understand. Your soul is imprisoned here, as are we.
So we're not on the wheel?
But we can help you. We could send you back. Just this once.
There has to be a catch. What's this going to cost me?
We are bound. We are leaf and root. We are stream and sea. Help us. We sense the rot and we fear it. We fear how it seeps into us, into our memories. You must find us, free us from our prison.
Deal. I'll find you. Just give me a trail.
Like a scent in the wind, yes. We will show you, but first, we will free you.
This isn't going to hurt, is it?
Immensely.
Oh! Well, at least they're honest about it.
Breathe deep. All birth is agony.
Oh boy. Oh, rewind. Who is going to be most surprised that we've survived? Also, I'm an Adiran, like, envoy. This is a big deal for me to get. I'm not just some random adventurer. I'm here with purpose. Oh, hi, Kai. Oh, he's stuck around. Hello. I'm not dead.
You're awake? Thank the gods. For a second there, I thought I had a problem on my hands.
Now, AJ, if I was to be isekai'd, I would have woken up in a completely different genre. Suddenly, it's modern times. Did I get someone added another scar to my collection?
You'd think so, but I can't find a scratch on you. I still don't know what that means.
Glad to see you with us. I was sure you were already on your next trip around the wheel, but I brought you here just in case.
I just gotta say, it's really clever of the game. When I was going into the city expecting immediately, right, we're going to have a talky episode, to immediately be shot with an arrow, I really liked that.
If anyone can work a miracle, it's Liviana, though whatever restored you is beyond even her skill.
And bless Kai for even being here. So killed me.
That's what everyone in Paradis is asking.
You're not wrong, AJ. The Truckkun's becoming dexterous. Ability of arrows now. Bastard.
The streets have been less murderous since your ambassador and his guards took up residence.
Push the ambassador's means, did it?
But your assassination is bound to upset that uneasy peace.
There's something I still don't understand. Envoy, you died.
Hence your shock. I know! It's amazing!
Don't get too excited. When you play with life and death, there are bound to be consequences.
What does this mean for him? Should he expect anything else strange? Other than coming back from the dead, I mean.
That depends on a few things. Visions and hallucinations? Likely. Manifestations of past lives? Uncommon, but possible.
That doesn't bode well. I already had a vision. Someone was asking for my help.
Sounds like the echo of a past life. I wish I could tell you more. This is far beyond my expertise. You should visit Runid, our local watcher.
Ah, I figured she was main quest.
She would know what to make of your strange, stubborn soul.
I don't know this Watcher can be trusted.
Well, she doesn't accept payment. All you have to lose is your time.
You know, AJ, that's a fantastic point. Rumors of my demise were greatly exaggerated.
A Watcher examines the soul down to its very core. I can't think of anyone more qualified for the job.
I'll find the Watcher. I already know where
Ruli's
she
shop
is.
is in the hills
I've
to
already
the
been there.
northeast. A bit of a walk. Just head out of the gate to the east of town and follow the path that curves to the north. It should be perched up in the hills.
Yeah, it's a lovely little place.
Oh, but avoid the Watcher in Hightown. She's a known charlatan.
I see. I appreciate the info.
I'll send word to the ambassador that you survived, but he'll no doubt want to talk to you.
I'll go make the rounds. Great. Maybe he... Oh, no. Where's the one that says maybe he did it? Thank you, Liviana.
Head up the stairs outside my clinic and take a left onto the main road. That'll get you to the embassy.
Oh, no. Not directions. Don't do this to me. You've given me a lot of directions.
Apologies. Paradis is a bit of a maze, especially to newcomers.
Don't worry. I know my way around.
Oh, Kai. I'm so glad you're here.
Which is why I should go with you. Your assassination is bound to have stirred things up.
Absolutely. Appreciate... I'm not even going to do the perception. Appreciate your help.
Don't mention it. Besides, I don't want this to blow up any more than you do. The sooner we solve your murder, the better for everyone.
I suppose he might be implicated by leading me into the city,
Yeah,
from some people's
we should
perspective.
talk back at camp. I'm hoping you can help me understand what just happened to you.
Alright, we'll have a camp chat, not to worry. Oh!
Hey, I had a dream about you.
Pardon?
In my dream, you were surrounded by light, but it was shining from inside. You weren't alone either. There were others.
Okay, sounds like what I just
Some of
saw.
them loved you, others were afraid of you, but they all followed you. Also, there was a tree that wasn't a tree. Oh, it made sense at the time.
Yeah, I'm a big flowery god.
I can't remember anymore. It's a pity dreams aren't made to last.
Thank you, miscellaneous patient. Work on healing the soul. Gnassi Vidaro, governor of Fior Mezinvet. Was it Gnassi, the leader of the Principi in Pillars of Eternity 2? Maybe. Can't remember well enough. Some foraging notes. I've compared our local herbs to the same ones imported from Adir. My findings are accurate, and everything that grows in the living lands is even more potent. Everything. Cures as well as poisons. All the best ingredients grow in the deadliest parts of the jungle, so maybe I should harvest a few seeds and pay someone to grow them in the republics just to see what happens. Or maybe I shouldn't contaminate the mainland until I understand what I'm dealing with. Now, skipping a bit, AJ. Skipping by how much? I wonder if it's a, like... Before we started, OBS was having a little... But it seems to be alright on my end now. Maybe it's the fact we've entered the city? See if it evens out. Give it a bit. Take the dagger. Mushrooms just making their way into the city. Should say take a left. Understood, AJ. Thank you for being vigilant as ever. Oh, hello.
So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right?
Clearly wants something from me. What is it?
I'm just trying to help some friends of mine. They're Adirans, but they've had a string of bad luck. Is there any chance you could lend them a hand?
Does a Valiant care for some unlucky adherents?
Oh, heroic and observant, huh? Joking aside, I know this seems strange, but they helped me out when I needed it. I'm just trying to return the favor.
Fair enough. What do your friends need?
Galarde.
A Valiant expression of approval, meaning excellent or brave or defiant.
Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of adherents. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an adherent in the city. Now they're everywhere.
Let her continue.
Anyway, with all these adherents coming in, Lawfled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown.
I think
for
I
now,
met them yesterday.
But they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Yeah.
Adherents in the shantytown. Huh. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public. And Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone
Yeah, I
blind
gave him a
from
plant
hatred.
to help his eyes. I've already met them.
Oh, in the shantytown?
Yeah, I'm working on getting them what they need.
Gelarde. Then I won't trouble you any longer, Envoy. Farewell.
I appreciate the game acknowledging that I have been thorough. The administration district. Oh no, let's not be here any longer than we need to. Oh boy, there's markers everywhere. There's bits and bobs everywhere. Time to get lost. And break all of their shit. My new poison sword. I'm a menace to society. Boarded up homes. Oh, check your
Just don't
con.
get it. It's like there's something in the soil this year.
Aye, mushrooms probably, Kai. Angry mushrooms. Still have a hell of a way to start to get an arrow to the chest immediately upon arrival. At the door I came in from. It is. Throughout the fog of war. I wonder if anybody saw. Hello? I'm the dude who died not 10 minutes ago. Anybody see anything? Anything at all? Would be really helpful.
Envoy, got a situation over here.
Oh, I?
Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
I wasn't about to let a few assassins keep me down.
I'm glad. I hate to admit it, but the guards could use your help. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through.
I can lend some hands. I'm here. What have you got to say for yourself?
Find any...
Oh, I'm still looking. Do you mean this cart? Rogues. Oh, grenade!
Find anything?
This grenade doesn't look very legal to me.
I knew you were hiding something. You'd better have an ironclad explanation for this.
I don't know anything. Someone's trying to set me up.
Thanks for the help, Envoy. I think I can handle it from here.
I mean, there was just a grenade in there. That's like, you know. If you were going into a city with strict search rules, you check your car 2 or 3 times before fully entering the gate.
Someone
So,
went to a lot to make sure that wouldn't be found.
what, the grenade? Oh, this. I mean, they didn't go to a lot of trouble. They just put some boards up, Kai. Hands Occult. One crit chance and some shock damage. Ooh, lightning gloves. How'd they look? A little shiny for my liking. The origin of these finely made gloves is lost to the annals of history, the way the gods in whose image they were designed would like it. Still, it is clear that they were crafted with practitioners of the arcane in mind. There is a faint static charge perpetually present on these gloves. It can be felt so strongly it's almost painful while the wearer is channeling lightning magic. What else we got? Grenade, grenade, and an audit of confiscated goods. To be held until further notice. 1 boot knife, 5 white leaf, 6 swords, 33 arrows, 8 fev berries, 4 grenades, a modified pistol that does not fire, 1 grave step, and a question mark sickle. Seen more weapons this week than in the past 2 months combined. Should report this to Captain Cineric. Is this organised? What's Paradis planning here? Exactly. I feel like, generally speaking, you don't want someone just like, oh, it's a hobby. I just make bombs. Well, good day, sir. You know, no, absolutely not. We're all going to be a bit on edge.
Don't count on anyone cleaning up the bloodstain anytime soon.
I guess that's going to be there most of the game then. Somebody here must have seen something. We'll get to the bottom of it. I still think it's the ambassador.
I could use some luminous Adra myself. These bones aren't getting any younger.
I don't know what luminous Adra would do for your bones, but okay.
Sometimes we get more contraband coming through here than honest goods.
Unsurprising so far, Kai. Okay, I'm at the embassy. Quick gander around.
Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
Oh, that's all the booze. I said that in a way as though it's been taken from other people, though. Hello?
You died.
Garrick!
But you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you.
Tutorial friend, hang on, there's a book. Cartographers Guild, Volume 1. Long has the renowned Cartographers Guild served the emperors and queens of Adir. It is we who are responsible for the creation and distribution of the many maps throughout the empire. Whether to direct travellers throughout the expanse that is Adir, guide ships' captains on their voyages throughout Aora, or simply adorn the walls of an aristocrat's home, one can rest assured that the Cartographers Guild is behind the creation of every one of these works of art. For over 2 centuries, since the Noble Expedition Corps discovered the Eastern Reach, we have worked and laboured to keep all of the enemy empire and her colonies supplied with accurate, high-quality maps. God's willing, we will continue to do so for centuries yet to come. A shame the cartographer we were looking for was murdered. Hey, Garrick.
You've got some god looking out for you.
Oh, no full conversation?
None of the clerks believe my story.
Oh.
I'll keep trying. But there's not much to be done for Fort Northreach.
Oh, it sounds like he's gone through Ringer.
I believe you're alive.
It's good to see you too, though, Garrick. What else we got in here? Dear Costa, a lot of books in this city. Hope you're ready. Afraid that one's over me head, HA. Adiri customs. Adir is a country rich with custom, and they are known for strict adherence to them. The customs run the gamut from grand celebrations like the Feast of Feasts to mundane superstitions, such as ways to avoid Svev addiction. This volume will focus primarily on bigger celebrations, as no one knows how to throw an extravagant party quite like an Adiran. The Feast of Feasts, the biggest and most important of all Adiran customs, is the Feast of Feasts. That's annoying to say repeatedly after Feast of Feasts. Feast of Feasts. This week-long celebration happens in the first week of Fondnestu, Deep Summer. It is dedicated to honouring the life of the first Ferkonig. Thank you, AJ. And is dedicated to honouring the life of the first Finkönig. I wanted to say it again, but failed. Each day of the week is devoted to some aspect of the Ferkonig is going to make me. Finkonig's life, and there are very specific dishes to be served at each meal. Oh no, we're going to be hungry again. The Feast of Feasts originally began as a festival celebrating the birth of the Ferkonig's first son, and soon became a yearly occurrence during the week of his birthday. Currently, Adirans simply use it as an excuse for a party and pull out all the stops in effort to outdo the previous year. At some point, you can't outdo things. Unless you wonder, as I did, which Ferkonig is honoured during the Feast of Feasts, is always the current Ferkonig, or each stop making me say it, is the first and only Ferkonig. Sweet Treat. A special custom that arose at some point during the Feast of Feasts. Sweet treats started as a way to keep children occupied so the parents could dine in peace. While it is still used for that today, significance has been added to it. Each treat is placed in a container, usually small metal boxes, and hidden somewhere on the property. Oh, it's like an Easter egg hunt. After everything has been hidden, the children are sent out to find the treasures. It's said now the hidden treats represent Glafan's artifacts, and the children are the explorers bringing back the riches to their new and rightful owners. Carnival of the Mask. When the original colonists for Adir travelled to the new land to found the Deerwood in the name of the Adrian Ferkonig, they encountered the Glanfan people. Carnival of Masks celebrates this meeting. Originally, it was merely a formal reenactment, as a play, of the tensions between Glenfavans and Aediran settlers. It has since evolved into much more than that. Participants choose sides and come dressed in elaborate outfits, depicting which group they have decided to align themselves with, Aediran or Glenfavans. Everyone attends a masquerade ball, and this party represents any semblance of what the play was presented. Winter's End was never anything more than an excuse for a celebration. It hasn't changed in all the years it existed in Adir. It takes place during winter dusk and lasts all 3 days. People use the time to reflect on the year, celebrate their lives, and remember the dead, especially those who have passed in recent year. Many books. Contrary letter. All from the Claviger. Ambassador Hildegard, I have maintained order in Paradis for many years. I know this city. When there is a good leader and fair policy, there is peace. But you have allowed the Steel Grot to terrorize my people, to sow distrust and fear. I suggest you tighten your Inquisitor's leash, or the embassy might not carry your banners for long. Claviger, see, this is another thing that points to the ambassador wanting to get him killed. The Aediran Empire's origin, Part 1. I'm sure I've read several of these parts at this point. In approximately 1,200 AI, a group of tribes called the People of the Deer unified into a new civilization called the Adir Kingdom. An excuse for celebration, the best kind of it always is, AJ. Got to feast and drink. The tribes, small and widespread over the land, knew it would be better for their continued existence to unify. The leaders of each tribe became advisors to the king, chosen by the group. Each advisor would still be lord over his people, but each lord would answer to Fairkönig, first king. This decision was exactly what was needed. The Aediran Kingdom thrived, spreading across the land and establishing strong trade routes. The Aedirans became known as fair but shrewd businessmen. While the country thrived and internally there was little strife, there was still occasional skirmishes with the neighbouring elven kingdom of Kulkiln. Not long after the kingdom was formed, the Aediran people began studying animancy. Still largely unknown at that time, animancy was an exciting, terrifying new realm in which Aediran scholars saw great potential. This potential came to bear fruit 2,260 AI, when a group of animancers, working together, transferred the soul of a recently departed man into another body, creating the first of what would later be known as the Undead. The reaction to this discovery was swift and decisive. Both the King of Aedir and the Church of Wodika condemned this event, and the study or practice of animancy was outlawed. It would never again be practiced openly on Aediran soil. Conflicts with Kulkil continued, escalating into a minor war in 2,398 AI. Afterwards, a treaty was signed, and the Kingdom of Aedir merged with Kulkiln to form the Aediran Empire. With the political and military strife now settled, the Aedir Empire would become an economic powerhouse, able to acquire and generate resources that were difficult to obtain in other parts of the world. The Empire's trade routes became some of the most lucrative in the world. I mean, a lot of reasons for people to potentially want to kill me, being its envoy and all. Ooh, Part 2, Expanding Borders. In 2,602 AI, Aediran explorers returned from over the ocean, telling tales of the ruins and treasures there and of expansive fields that were perfect for growing Vorlas. The explorers warned the Faerkönig that the locals were not friendly to outsiders. The Faerkönig, seeing as this as an opportunity to extend his empire and secure trade on another continent, sent more explorers. For the next 20 years, the area that would become the Deerwood was investigated, mapped, and colonized. 2,623, first permanent Aediran colonial settlements were established. I thought you were a fan of necromancy, AJ. There is a necromancy city in one of the zones of this game. We've been talking about it on a different streams. I think it was the Fjord, whatever the third word was. We will see it at some point. Vorlas fields were set up north of the forests in the Deerwood, but between the conflicts with the Glenfavans and the War of the Broken Stone, it floundered. It wasn't until 2,643 that the opportunity presented itself again. Some Ephesian pilgrims wanting to escape persecution established colonies and Vorlas farming operations in the territory of Red Saras. With Grand Valia on the verge of collapse, Faerkönig wanted to ensure his hold on the purple dye trade would be established. He encouraged the settlement, and even paid to have pilgrims set up in the New World. Because the Faerkönig was still trying to secure his name in the purple dye trade, very specific dye trade to go for the one colour, but I assume that's what the plants were for, he was unable to properly respond to Admeth Hedret when he issued his ultimatum. To avoid a rebellion, and leave himself time to oversee the Vorlous farms in Red Saras. Furkenig relented, made Admeth a grief palatine. In return for this concession, Admeth spent time and resources on the Deerwood's trade and shipping routes, benefacting the Furkenig with increased income. For 7 years, the Deerwood provided Edir with a steady income, leaving the Furkenig time to ensure his trade systems in Red Saras were strong. When the Furkenig's attention elsewhere, Admeth instituted the 10 Years Treaties, ending slavery in the Deerwood and permanently removing one of the revenue sources provided by the Druidian explorers, the artifacts from the ruins scattered throughout the Deerwood. At this point, Furkenig's word meant almost nothing to the citizens of the Deerwood. Admeth Hadra had replaced him as their true leader. In order to undermine Admeth's standing, the Furkenig found allies willing to explore the ruins against the treaty conditions and plunder them. Soon Edir again had a supply of artifacts to sell. When his agents were eventually caught, Furkenig distanced himself from the operation, certain there was no way to link him to the proceedings. But the Gref, using means provided to him by his Glanfana allies, discovered the evidence needed to prove the Furkenig was behind the plunderers. Conflict that arose from this revelation led to Admeth declaring independence for the Deerwood in 2668 AI. After a bloody 4-year war that resulted in the death of Admeth, the Furkenig relented. Trying to keep control of the Deerwood had become too costly. He signed treaties with the new Duke of the Deerwood, and returned his attention to Rid Saras, redoubling his efforts on the Vorlous trade, which is still running today. You know, AJ, that's a fair point, but my answer would be yes. I am a trusting individual after all. Tane's diary. Dear diary, here I am in the Living Lands. This island might not be the safest vacation spot, but it's certainly the most colourful, and also the most flavourful, according to these mushrooms, and mushrooms seldom lie. Before I forget, I promised Berkana I'd bring back a souvenir. There's a rumour of a fallen star in Emerald Stair. Could be a nice addition to her collection. A message is scribbled on the inside cover. If found, please return to Tarn the Archmage, author of Turn's chaotic orb. Well, I did find a bit of meteorite. A report from the Steel Garrote. Found this book on a public bench. After careful study, our scribe confirmed the handwriting matches the signatures found on scrolls of Tane's chaotic orb. He advised that Tane is in the Living Lands as a member of the Circle of Archmagi. He is licensed to go where he pleases. We will observe him at a distance, but no one is to engage him. Tane is either a hapless fool or one of the most dangerous people alive. We simply can't take that chance. AJ, please, don't do this to me. I'm sure they are all loved, well looked after, and not there without consent.
Envoy, hello?
Hello.
I'm glad to see you on your feet. Kai.
Oh no. Kai, you seem to piss off everyone here.
Tej.
I'm surprised they let you in here.
He's with me.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
Oh boy. What happened between you two?
It's nothing like that. You run into all sorts of characters around here, is all.
I'm glad we leveled up that perception.
Some more polite than others. I didn't mean anything by it, Envoy. He's just curious company for you to keep.
Hey, somebody has to have the envoys back, because you all sure did it.
Well said.
No one expected the Envoy to get assassinated.
Exactly. Amateurs.
I think there's more to the story here.
Well,
Kai?
come on, it's funny. Tej caused a ruckus last time he was slumming it at the Ballarrock. You were trying to kill a man, if I remember right. I had to put you outside.
You threw me into the canal.
You lived.
That water's filthy. I had the runs for 3 days.
Oh no.
Gods, Tej. The envoy doesn't need to know that.
Do you know what? I love Kai. I've seen worse on campaign. There's always someone in camp married to the latrine.
Yeah, but now you'll never think of Tej the same way again, will you?
That's a fair point.
And now he'll never think of you the same way either.
Let's not make more of it than it was. I shouldn't have said anything.
Did you really try to kill someone, Tej?
The fellow cheated me. I couldn't let that slide. Or he'd think we were all marks.
I don't think we go straight to murder.
It was over a dice game, right? Tej here has a gambling problem.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Let's air all my troubles. Is there anything else?
The bartender sleeping with your girlfriend.
Whoa!
You're lying.
You sure about that?
Aye, please.
We'll talk about this later.
I'm not breaking up with her for you. Just so we're clear.
That's more than enough. Thank you.
You just came here to bully this fella.
Was there anything I could help you with, Envoy?
Keep encouraging. Come on, dude. You're not going to stand up to Kai.
The 7-foot-tall Almawa with biceps the size of my head? No, I am not.
Fair.
Flatterer. You know I'm barely over 6.5.
How about you answer some questions for me, then?
Naturally, sir. How can I help you?
What's Ludwin doing in the city? I thought she was dead.
Inquisitor Ludwin is the commander of the Steel Garrote in Paradis. Were you to ask her, she'd say she keeps the peace.
You clearly disagree.
But she doesn't keep it so much as prosecute it. As ruthlessly as the ambassador will let her. She's also a veteran of the Steel Garrote's campaign in the Deadfire, where she died.
Wait, was she in Pillars of Eternity too? Shit. I should have read up on the history there.
She's a Death Guard. Well, that explains a lot.
Alright, she came back right. And from what I said on, like, the first stream, was her partner before that point?
I don't know what happened to her there, but I suppose Wodika wasn't done with her yet.
Has she ever mentioned me?
Has she ever mentioned you? Except, no. Wait.
Gossip.
The morning after the ambassador received word you'd been dispatched, I heard the Inquisitor tell her captain that an old friend would visit soon.
Oh boy.
That couldn't have been you.
It was.
Could it?
Oh no, AJ.
The envoy here has depths you would not believe.
We are living in the strangest of all possible times.
I agree with that. What about the Steel Garrote then?
Think upon your promises and die.
Speaking of ruthless.
That's the litany of the Steel Garrote, usually said right before they kill you. They're an order of paladins born and bred in Adir, though clearly they've found plenty of work beyond our borders. Their remit is simple but comprehensive. They punish all who break their oaths. In practice, that has historically meant contracts. One lord or merchant will hire the Steel Garrote to bring a duplicitous rival to justice.
Fun bunch. What are they doing in Paradis?
Since the events in the Deadfire, their operations have expanded. The Steel Garrote has always been associated with Wodika. Now, they are explicitly her order. And they go wherever Wodika's priests, or Wodika herself, believes there is a need for them to go. The Living Lands are a dangerous, lawless frontier.
I figured you would, AJ.
Order. Thus, they are here. Or so the Steel Garrote say.
Wodika, goddess of adventure, and Slytherin's chosen a challenging patron.
Do you think so? I've always found her inflexibility comforting.
Each to their own.
Wodika's edicts are clear. If you obey her laws, pursue justice, punish the guilty, and give fealty to the Emperor, then you have pleased her, and I aim to please. But Wodika does not trust. She demands that you declare yourself for her again and again.
A needy goddess.
Her every request is a test, and her every test is an opportunity to disappoint her.
Would you like them now, AJ? If that's the goddess, you gotta spend the knee.
I appreciate a god who makes you work for their grace. I don't want anything given to me for free.
Anything else?
I'm an open book.
Let's see. Got a few. What do you know about Paradis?
What would you like to know?
When was this city founded? Who lives here?
If you're looking
we're gonna be in for it.
The first thing you should know about Paradis is that this isn't the kind of place where the locals keep records. And though it might be considered a distant backwater by the rest of the world, this city is the height of civilization by the standards of the Living Lands. As for who calls this place home, I suspect you could find a criminal, confidence man, or prophet from every civilization in the world here.
Hey, come on. You're gonna give the envoy the wrong idea. We've got draft dodgers, courtesans, and revolutionaries, too. You know, All the fun people.
In any event, as far as I can tell, Paradis has been this way since its inception. Thus the eclectic display of architectural styles. If nothing else, this city is a reflection of the countless people who
fair
passed
point,
through it on their way to the interior.
Oh, that's one way to put it. What are Deer's intentions in Paradis?
Depends on who you ask. Ambassador Heelgard will tell you that our remit here is to establish a secure and orderly environment from which to engage in trade. Inquisitor Liudwin will tell you we're here to break the frontier.
So, which is it?
I don't know, I'm the envoy. I'm meant to be carrying a message.
Why not both?
I'm not hearing anything about the Dream Scourge.
That's where you come in. Whether you find your desires aligning with the ambassadors or the inquisitors, neither can succeed until the Dream Scourge is ended.
At the moment, I don't seem to trust either of them.
We are only beginning to see its effects here in Dawnshore, but the closer to the center of the island you go, the worse it gets.
More mushroom people and bears, got it.
That bear you and the ambassador encountered in the Strangle Route isn't even the worst of it, and the tide of this soul plague is rising higher every day.
I think I know the answer to this question. How are the people here feeling about us?
Look, for all that I complain about this backwater, there are good people here. Same as anywhere else. People who want to be able to walk to the market in the morning for their bread and eggs and know they won't be mugged.
I mean, I only walked in the door and got shot.
People who like it when the mail comes on time, and their skates are made from real copper, and their neighborhood peeping Tom ends up in the stocks. Those people, good and honest people, who pay their debts and honor their contracts and remember to thank the gods.
Yeah, but it's one thing for that individual to be a mortal, AJ. It's an entire other thing when it is a full-blown goddess.
They like us a lot.
What about the people who tried to kill me?
The Resistance, as such, are largely a group of misfits and criminals intent on undermining the rule of law.
I feel like we have just assumed that this is this resistance trying to kill me. Doesn't seem we've been presented with any evidence yet.
They take out loans with smaller deer and banking houses and do not pay them, then assault the bankers who attempt to collect. They agree to contracts with families in Adir seeking homes, and when their ships arrive, promptly abandon them.
That one's important because we are trying to get a contract for one of the families in the shanty town.
When we levy a small tax to fund the repair of city roads, they set our counting house on fire. And when our fishermen return to port, they board their ships and sink them.
That's certainly one way to characterize them. It's not exactly wrong, but it's not exactly right either.
For decades, people like them ruled this city through fear. We imposed order, and now they oppose us.
Good to have Kai here to just offset a lot of this.
You, unfortunately, were caught in the crossfire. Of course.
Yeah, we've already asked that one. Don't know why that's popped up again. Emperor didn't have time to brief me on the Living Lands. What do I need to know?
There's a lot of ground to cover.
Oh boy.
Could you be more specific?
How do the Living Lands and Adir compare on a map?
Ah, the age-old question. Who's bigger? Adir is, naturally, by a wide margin.
AJ. I love the
And
pun.
were we at the Cartographers Guild in High Crown, I could show you on one of their globes. As it is, we must make do in the theater of our minds.
How are they in relation to Adir?
The Living Lands are located in the far north of Aora.
Okay, so we're like a Northrend situation.
Adir is southwest of the Living Lands, situated along the equator.
Not the weather, the terrain. It seems like we've got a bit of everything here.
The Living Lands are more arid than Adir, and the island is more prone to storms. But its many deep valleys protect the various townships from the worst of the weather. Topographically speaking, the Living Lands are a place of extremes. Deep inland, mountains rise high enough to rival those of the White March, blanketed year-round in snow. While east of the volcano of Mount Forja is an acid sea that sinks far below the level of the ocean.
I don't look forward to acid sea level. Maybe we can skip that one.
The lands between them are riven with deep clefts in the earth and isolated by wastelands of sun-baked sand dunes. I'll share what I can.
Who's in power here?
There is no singular authority in the Living Lands.
Not yet, anyway.
I shudder to think what the Living Lands would look like under your rule.
Well, to start, there'd be a lot more brothels.
Charming. Power is invested in the leaders of the various townships scattered across the island. The largest are Fjord, Thirdborn, and Solace. None of which, I will note, are as safe and orderly as Paradis.
Okay, we've heard bits about each of them, but maybe you can get me some bonus intel.
Fjord Messaverno is located in a valley known locally as the Emerald Stair, named for the terraced rice paddies that cover its hillsides.
Ooh.
It is our closest neighbor. The city, if you can call it that, was founded 50 years ago by animancers from the Valian Republics.
So it's Valian necromancers, not Adairan necromancers.
Apparently, the laws governing animancy weren't lenient enough in the Republics. So the city's founders came to the Living Lands, where they could practice their discipline more freely.
Well, maybe it's like a situation that we saw in Dragon Age Veilguard, where the necromancer is more of a trusted society within itself that works very well, rather than just, nah, we're necromancers, we're evil.
Currently, Fjord is governed by a man named Ignacy
Hey, Kai said
Vidar.
brothel. He didn't lean an indication
Correct.
one way or the other. We don't know
Ambassador
yet.
talked about him. Fjord's farmers supply most of the grain and vegetables we eat here in Paradis. Or it did. Their shipments have been infrequent lately. Something about a blight in the fields.
So maybe the mushroom thing affects the undead as well?
In any event, I believe that covers Fjord.
I don't know much about the Valian Republics, or rather, Barrow, the player behind the screen, can't remember much.
The Valian Republics are a collection of city-states in the Eastern Reach, southeast of our former colony, the Deerwood. The Republics began life as colonies of the Grand Empire of Valia, hence the name. But as Grand Valia's economy collapsed, well, the colony saw an opportunity to escape the influence of the Empire of Origin, and they seceded, much as the Deerwood did from Adir. Now a mature confederation in their own right, the Republics have recently indulged their own expansionist ambitions in the Deadfire Archipelago.
I know this is a lot of hefty talking stuff, especially for those watching later new to the stream, but I enjoy getting lost in these things and learning more about the various worlds as I play. So I'm not apologizing, but this is what you've signed up for.
Through their merchants in the Valian Trading Company, the Republics will sell you anything you could ever wish to buy.
Yeah, the trading company I remembered better.
Up to and including people.
Still slavers then. It seems right so far, AJ. I would agree.
We should count
We'll have to
ourselves
see.
lucky they've had no interest in the Living Lands.
We've seen a few Valians here, though, already.
In a struggle between our Emperor and the Republic's great dukes, well, I doubt we would come out on top. But if anyone
interesting.
asks, I was not the one who told you that.
I figured we were a stronger empire than that, but I suppose if that's the houses of Valia actually all work together. What about Thirdborn then?
Everything you need to know about Thirdborn is in its name.
Oh.
It was founded by the Thirdborn children of Rawatai, Navy dropouts, smugglers, and hands for hire. Almawa and Orleans, mostly.
Home, sweet home.
You're free to go back any time you like.
Definitely have to take him along for Thirdborn
I
then.
like my current circumstances just fine, thanks.
Or not.
They are people, in short, who couldn't cut it in the civilized world, and had to make room on the margins. Unfortunately, they are currently besieged by the Dream Scourge.
So it might be a mushroom city.
We have sent some troops to lend what help we can, and the mayor, Temerity, was appropriately grateful, but
Damn it, AJ.
I don't know how long they'll hold out.
What about the Rautai?
Rawatai is one of the old empires, every bit as storied as Grand Valia or our native Adir.
Purveyors who need to be put out of business, goddammit.
If Adir is to the southwest of the Living Lands, Rawatai is to the southeast. And unlike our home, their small continent is racked by terrible storms.
Kai let us know a wee bit.
This is due, or rather, was due, to the island's proximity to Andra's mortar, the unending super hurricane that once hid the ancient city of Okaizo.
Okay, that's more Pillars of Eternity 2 stuff.
Rawatai is largely peopled by Almawa, descended from those who fled the Deadfire Archipelago centuries ago, when Andra pulled the moon, Ioni Brather, into the sea. They are an aggressive, militant culture, and personally I find their obsession with gunpowder rather quaint. They're also our chief rivals on the world stage.
I don't think they see it that way.
No?
Well, as far as Navy brass is concerned, Adir doesn't really rate.
Now you're just making things up.
Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we don't think about you at all.
I believe him.
Solace is,
The last one, then.
what is there to say, really?
Yeah, they tend to have that effect on people.
The trouble is, I don't know much about Solace. Nobody does. They are an isolationist community of Pargrunan dwarves who live in the forbidding ways of Galawain's tusks. They don't let outsiders into their lands, and they don't let their people out of them.
I appreciate you then, AJ, giving your services for free.
Some folks get out from time to time, but they can't ever go back.
Hmm.
And the ones who survive aren't eager to talk about their experiences.
Is it maybe these dwarves have already gotten in with the mushroomy stuff?
People aside, the land itself is incredibly
Oh, it's the
hostile.
volcano bit too.
The
Great.
island's volcano, Mount Forja, rests at the heart of the region, and it's recently become active.
Ah.
Half the land is lava rock, and the other half is, well, literally lava.
Assumably, like most games, I assume that will be a lot of death and falling into it then.
I don't know why anyone lives there. I have to assume they're all insane.
You have no idea.
Can you tell me about the Paragrunian dwarves then?
Naturally.
Oh, thank you, AJ. It's very kind.
The Pargrunan are a unique community of mountain dwarves originating in Old Valia. As a people, they've made their name as explorers, builders, miners. No doubt you've seen their ruins in your travels, here, back home in Adir, and all across the world. They maintain a rich tradition of oral storytelling, chanted magics, and ritual carving, which they take great pains to record and transmit across their various communities. Even the most physically isolated Pargrun is not alone. Somewhere, one of their people is thinking of them and planning an expedition.
Oh.
Abidan must cherish them.
You sound like you admire them.
I suppose I do. By all means.
What's left? I was told to meet with a watcher. What can you tell me about him?
I trust whomever told you to consult a watcher also told you to avoid the one in the city.
She did?
She is a liar and a thief.
Oh, did she take your money?
No. Anyway.
Great delivery.
Watchers are individuals capable of perceiving souls. The soul may be in a living body, or it may simply be lingering, waiting to pass into the in-between.
No, that's what I remember from Pill of Eternity 1, you were playing as a watcher, so you had like a button that you could turn on to see the realm between, let's say, and whenever there was like, you know, a camp of people that had all been killed, you'd hit the button, there were free ghosts waiting to talk to you, that kind of thing.
In either case,
it was interesting.
interacting with a soul allows a
but it meant always remembering to hit that goddamn button.
Lives, or their most deeply buried memories. Watchers are incredibly rare, and in Adir, highly controlled. Many people wish to know who they were in a previous life, and do not like what they learn.
What happened to them in Adir?
The smart ones stay hidden. They do not announce their powers, perhaps not even to themselves. Even a careful watcher risks inadvertently revealing themselves by knowing something they shouldn't know.
Kind of, I suppose. It's more that the souls are just kind of sat there waiting to be talked to while they wait to be reincarnated on the wheel?
Of the ones that
or they
public,
leave, like,
little
echoes
is completely
behind,
known.
I think.
But we
Yeah, it's been a long time since I played Pillars 1.
They make good judges in Wurka's courts, so long as they're controlled. The lords, it's rumored, buy and sell them to collect blackmail on their enemies. But I suspect many watchers are imprisoned or executed, or simply kill themselves.
Could I become one?
Yes and no.
Oh, well, great.
So far as I understand it, a watcher is born a watcher. But it takes an event, often something shocking or traumatic, to bring a watcher's powers to the fore. So you may be a watcher, or I may be, or Kai, and we might not even know.
They're dangerous?
A watcher doesn't need your cooperation or consent to read your soul.
I remember that.
They could learn everything about you, terribly damaging things about your parentage, for example, or things you did in a past life, without you ever knowing. You see how this could threaten the established order, undermine our betters' right to rule.
Yeah, but that's just one side to it. Imagine how a Watcher feels, knowing what a threat they are to the status quo.
Exactly, AJ, exactly. Maybe our Watcher powers will awaken, but I can't imagine they would do that again so far in the series.
I don't know about you, but I wouldn't be keen on kings and emperors wanting me dead. Sounds like a lot of hassle.
Don't sell yourself short, Kai. I don't doubt you're an expert in people wanting you dead.
That's a fair point.
You're not wrong.
I rarely am. In any case, the Watcher is fundamentally a tragic figure. Of the few that survive our world, most are destined to go mad.
Any famous ones I should know about?
Well, the Watcher of Cadnua is legendary.
Ah, that's
it was
Pillars
that
1.
castle Aethys destroyed when he began his campaign of terror in the Dead Fire. Oh, by the Queen, I hope I get to meet them someday.
Oh, they're still going? We can't have a Dragon Age situation of trying to link all these games together with a save file. It won't work.
In terms of local interest, you'll have heard of Runed, of course.
Alright, we'll be seeing her another day.
Ida. You may not know about her. She was a Watcher from the Living Lands. I believe she was an Orlan. She must have died, 150 years ago. Slain by a great serpent, gods treat kindly with her soul. Doubtless there are others, but most don't meet a good end.
There. You know quite a lot about Watchers for a secretary. Look, again, this is why we leveled perception.
I don't think so.
The Envoy is right. You're basically a Watcher encyclopedia.
Why should a secretary be limited to knowledge of filing systems and how the ambassador takes his tea?
Maybe he's just a fan.
I was a boy once.
Yeah.
Watchers were a special interest of mine when I was young.
He sounds defensive to me. Does he sound defensive to you, Envoy?
Kai pushing me into good cop and bad cop. Raise game. You can't say raise your eyebrow when my face is bark, but we'll try.
I am not a Watcher.
Exactly what a Watcher would say.
Both of you, please, your fun puts me at tremendous risk.
Can you imagine a few hours from now we find the body killed for being a Watcher? Ah!
This isn't a subject the Inquisitor takes lightly.
No, that's a very good point.
All right, all right. I know you're not a Watcher, Teach. You'd be better at dice.
Apology accepted. Of course.
No. You're the secretary. What's he like? And why is it he who I don't trust and trying to kill me?
Well, you'll notice I'm nearly always here. If that man sleeps, I don't know about it. He wouldn't say, but I believe he relied on the Claviger far more than he lets on.
I don't know, Tej. That puts, like, a knock in my theory that he wanted the Claviger dead.
And without the Claviger's steady hand at the rudder, the ambassador's struggling just to bail
Unless he would
water from the
ordered to
sinking
kill him.
ship that is Paradis.
Probably from the Inquisitor.
Claviger Aemon might have tolerated a little more chaos than the ambassador liked, but he kept this place humming. He's not someone you can easily replace, and not with one man alone.
It's a difficult job. The pressure sometimes gets the better of him. But if he loses his temper now and then, I can't blame him for it. Better him than me.
What's he like when he's not working?
He doesn't know what to do with himself. You know, in our first days here, he'd often walk to the end of the docks at sunrise. The work was done, the embassy was closed, and he'd still be wearing the same clothes he'd slept in at his desk. And he'd just stare out over the sea.
Everything you're saying is making me trust him more, not less. God damn it, Tej.
He always seemed dissatisfied back then. I suppose, years later, he still does.
You don't want his job?
Be serious. Most of us here didn't get sent to the frontier because we were anybody's favorite. The longer I'm here, the more likely the people who matter are to forget me. And I'd actually like to get back to High Crown someday.
Potentially, AJ, but I'm still suspicious of foul play somewhere, and it's likely from those Steel Garrote paladins, but maybe they will end up just being really forthrightly ruthless and not schemingly ruthless. We'll have to see when we catch up with them.
Have a few kids, take the civil exams, and settle into a permanent clerkship.
I guess there are worse ways to spend a life.
Like rotting in this embassy. By all...
I think we've done everything else there. Yeah, we did the loading one already. I should head out.
Should you ever need me, I will be here. Safe travels, Envoy.
Thank you, Teach.
Envoy, is it really you?
Quick save. Ambassador, we were just talking about you.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst.
Now, you can't see because I don't have a face cam, but I am glaring at him distrustingly.
How do you feel?
As vigorous as a Draken rod.
Not even death can slow you down, I see. But we'll return to the
AJ
topic
defending
of
the
your
paladins
untimely
before...
demise
Listen, I'm
shortly.
sure we'll meet the Inquisitor in the city. Probably. We'll see then how you feel.
Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands.
Yes, I have to deliver a letter to you.
You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor?
Which I did not open. I hope it was worth the trouble.
Very good.
I did not
eager
read
to
it.
see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Adiran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority. Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
Interestingly, dexterity one. I don't want to threaten him. His Majesty is concerned the Crown's efforts in Living Lands could be jeopardized by the dreams. No, I'm just going to say he sent me to investigate.
And I can't think of anyone more suited for the job. You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
I also found an arrow in me guts.
Trust me, we'll get to that. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the dream scourge is what keeps me up at night.
Again, AJ, I think we need to learn more about them in person first before I can go one way or the other, but for me, they're not leaving a good impression.
You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Oh, that's fair. Frown thoughtfully, assuming it's not already here.
Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction.
Does she now?
She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
She's a fool. You're not?
At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately.
I agree with him on this.
Though, even I must admit, the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
Yeah, but hear me out. And this might be conspiratorial. Maybe it was Steel Garrote people dressed up as rebels. They must have a motive. Hatred isn't enough.
I look forward to hearing about it in your report.
Oh, don't make me write a report.
I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the Living Lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwig demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life.
False flag alert.
These Paradisan rebels must face justice.
Maybe I'd go talk to the... Where is Lodrin anyway? We have some catching up to do.
Ludwig goes where she
Ludwig,
likes,
thank you.
haunting the Living Lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner.
Okay, so not in the city right now?
Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find.
Understood.
He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town.
Nope, it's already
Even
gone.
by the standards of Paradis.
Thank gods for quest markers. You've proven to be capable so far. What can he do that you can't?
Blend in, for one thing.
Fair.
Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the Living Lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Sudden intervention.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills. The kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins.
We'll have to see, AJ. Maybe I'm being overbearing towards the Steel Garrote. You know, with such a lovely name, maybe they're fine.
Especially if they're from the streets of Paradis.
We've only seen corpses of them so far, though, and usually in places where spiders and bears are, so...
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire.
Memory serves from release footage and previews and whatnot. There are 4 companions, including Kai. Or maybe including me, I'm not sure.
Before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another.
Hence the Watcher.
An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
I don't think I have the element of surprise anymore. Kai, I need you by my side. Can I count on you?
Tracking down mysterious assassins with a godlike who returned from death, all while the rumored Dream Scourge spreads?
Yes, Garrus.
Can't say I'm prepared, but I'm ready.
Huzzah.
We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Balrog? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
Right, I guess we'll come to this room. What's that in the back of your desk? Inquisitor, I would have been in the Emerald Stair long enough to confirm our worst suspicions. The people of Fior Mezziverno care not for the laws of mortals or gods. Animancy and folk magic are peddled in defiance of Wodica. Their crimes are innumerable, their way of life intolerable. All is not lost. Politically they are unstable, too focused on themselves to notice our eager hands tightening the garrote. We await your order, your friend in the forest. So the Inquisitor's trying to take out the Necromancer City. I have mixed feelings about this. Adeiran dialects. The sun does not set on the Adeiran language. Those of us who commune with this proud language, or some derivation of it, populate every corner of Aora. Those of us who speak this wonderful tongue know it as Adeiran, but scholars and those obsessed with correctness often qualify it as modern or contemporary Adeiran. This is to contrast the language you and I speak today with Elder Adeiran, the old elven language that was spoken in the Adeiran Empire back before the pioneer settlers of the Deerwood built their longships. If Elder Adeiran could be considered the mother of the living Adeiran, the language of Hildspeak could be seen as Adrian's cousin. I don't know why my voice is slipping like this. Hildspeak is fading from common use, but many of the elves, especially the older one, in the Adeiran heartland still use this dialect. Whether you know it or not, if you can read these words, you can understand Hildspeak. It's almost identical to Adeiran, but includes a large vocabulary of archaic words that have fallen out of use in today's Adeiran. When you hear bards sing old Adeiran poems, there are often lines of chorus that sound like melodic nonsense inserted into complete rhymes. These are usually instances of words that are lost from our common language, but still used in Hildspeak. While Hildspeak is familiar to speakers of so-called modern Adeiran, the same cannot be said of our language's predecessor. Elder Adeiran is a dead language, spoken by academics but not used in any major communities. Elder Adeiran words are often familiar to Adeiran readers, but the words use orthography that has since been abandoned. Unfamiliar accents marks abound. For example, Elder Adeiran contains some... diphthongs that have no place in modern Adeiran, as well as a few tricky consonant clusters. Ear creates ea, that sounds like the colloquial solution heya. Eo sounds like ao, it still is in use in the modern word Aora. A is pronounced ae, such as in Rafe. Well, I'm going to do these all wrong. E and u both create u as in loop. Y sounds like an E as in B. GJ sounds like a consonant Y as in U. SC Jesus, we're getting into... What's the word for like the study of entomology, I think? Sounds like you pronounce scoop, like shop. SG sounds like the idge of a word like hedge. It's not common for given names of Adeirans. Woodians and Resserans come from... I'm starting to stumble. Elder Adeiran, some examples. Alduin is pronounced Aldween because of the long vowel sound on the Y. Oh no, it's telling me how to pronounce it all properly and I'm going to forget. Dernisk is pronounced Dernish, since the final SC cluster sounds like a sh sound. Jester is pronounced Yester on account of the J consonant cluster. Selg is pronounced Sledge. Frisk is pronounced Frisch. Winskrim is Urskrim, not Ushkrim. Yigmar is pronounced Ingmar, leading with a vowel sound. My God, that was going to drive me bad. AJ in the chat. Dear Barrow, for you to be a warm person you are, there need to be brutal men to protect that life. If you want peace, prepare for more. Sis Vasper in Parbellum. I don't necessarily agree with that. Everyone could just be the kind and warm without the need for protection. Therefore, there wouldn't be bad people to abuse it. A naive thing to say, but no less of an ultimatum than your statement, to be fair. Find someone to report to at the embassy. I just did!
You've got some god looking out for you.
I know, Garrick, I know. Which quest is asking me that game? There must be someone in the Undersea who wonders what became of the expedition. Okay. Ambassador...
I can't tell you how grateful I am that you survived the attempt on your life. But let's not dwell on unpleasant matters.
Nope, I'll be going now. Crap. Who do I tell? Wait, did I read that one? Average Edmund, I know the blighted of the Strangle Root is a cause for concern, but I must strongly discourage any trade deal that involves buying additional crops from Fior Mess Inferno. I cannot endorse the blasphemous trade of animancy, much less welcome it to our dinner tables. See, I understand. There doesn't seem to be anyone within this embassy who actually wants to accept that report.
The clerks believe my story.
Not you, Teague?
Envoy, how can I...
No. Is there another floor to the embassy? I already checked behind. Alright, well maybe that will make itself available later. Or it's up here. Maybe there's an upper floor. That can only be... Oh, look at all this little platforming all of a sudden. Alright. Covered in spider webs. The window. Why put these platforms here only to end? Is it to give me some... Ah, it's... Maybe it's to let me know. Spiders. Lightning gun!
Nice shot! This one's mine. Guess the deer and discipline doesn't apply to pest control. Just like the good old days.
Apparently not, Kai. Guards get bodied by 3 tiny spiders. What is happening in this city? Literally, 3 tiny spiders. I mean, tiny is... You know, it's bigger than my arm. But even so... From the window to the wall. Yeah. I suppose that's just our way back out again. Oh. As if the game was saying, shoot the spiders. Hey up, there's a dagger in there as well. Get out of it. Alright, mind out, Kai. Hey, we're good. Right, so no one else in the embassy for now. Maybe that will reveal itself as we explore more of the city, with a lot more people to chat with and a lot more to get through. Where'd that fast travel beacon go? Ah, there. We have barely a 1/5 of the city covered. Holy shit.
Come on. Walk in, give her the letter, and go. You can do this.
You're right there, friend.
You don't have to say anything. The letter will do the talking for you.
No worries, AJ. Seem nervous. Something wrong?
Sort of. Maybe you can help.
What's up?
I was seeing this girl, Nasha, down at the bathhouse. I'm sure it was just business at first, but we fell in love.
No.
I haven't been in a while, though. And the thing is, I've met someone else.
Oh no. All you can do is let her down gently.
I know. It's the least she deserves. I wrote her a letter, but I'm too cowardly to deliver it. If you're headed that way, would you mind giving it to her?
I mean, where is the option to say, look, you should be able, you should have the respect to give it yourself, but okay. There isn't that option.
Thank you. I used to wonder why no one talked about this. Now I understand. Nasha should be working right now. The place is called the Mermaid's Den. It's the big one with the balcony and the round window.
I could probably use the bath myself, to be fair. Let me read the letter. Oh, might just be an inventory. It is. The letter bound for the bathhouse, written in a hasty feminine hand, speaks nervously of new love and not wanting to cause pain. We needed to grow the spine. I mean, we're on the same page. I wouldn't necessarily call it grow a spine. For me, it's more like you've got to respect the other person and do so. Hello, hello. Quick save. It could have been shallow, hence the quick save. I saw a body of water and a way to climb out of it, and I knew. I had to investigate. Because you never know. Look, there's little platformy bits everywhere. There's a mess down here. Nobody is cleaning up shit in this city. So much rubble. On the top of that wall. That's a good point, Elk. I did say I needed a bath. Straight into the dirty river water. I wouldn't say you're too bad at it, AJ. It's not a lack of diplomacy to be direct. It depends on how far you take the word diplomatic, I suppose. Sometimes diplomacy can be better done when someone is direct, rather than waffling on like I tend to do. Context of who you're dealing with tends to be important. Hello, hello. Purple? Didn't see the purple before. Hey Kai, how we doing? To get to the purple, do I have enough mana to create constant ice path all the way there? Let me up. Let's see. Oh no, the cooldown. Quick, 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 quick. Oh. Okay, it lasts a little bit, but we're nearly there. Up and rough. Beautiful. Now, to get back to where I was. Hello. Don't mind me, just went for a quick swim.
You know what you're doing.
I do not.
There's just something about you, isn't there? If I didn't have work to do, I'd love to sit and talk. What is that fragrance? It's intoxicating. There's just something about you. Isn't
That
there?
fragrance. Seemingly a dead body in here. Spoiled food. Gun! Break the gun. Where have I ended up? Oh boy, all the way down here. Another quest that way. Okay, that's the main quest. I meant to go to this building and somehow I'm all the way down here. Oh well, we're here now. One moment, Hal. To check the upper bit. Perhaps it's something I will get more and more acquainted with as I spend more time with JHA. Nope, that's not what game says. Do not go this way. No, no. She said intoxicating, but I think she was talking about the building, not me, my freshly watered body. Not even watered. Fested, I suppose. Okay, this is the pub we want to go in. Hello?
Don't go starting trouble.
Sup?
So, you're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Phew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me.
Ready
Seen
to throw
1,000
hands.
of you roaming back home in Adir.
Do you mind?
I love this in video games, by the way. Thief. Thief. I had no inclination they were thieves. Just straight up. It's not fair to blame the building. There were flies covering it. Really check out the alley. These mushrooms are already making their way into the... Hello, wall.
What's going on back there?
Nothing! Nothing's going on. Mine. My stuff. Okay, that's just behind them. Before I hit the main quest conversation, I want to check in with everybody else. Yoink! Hey, barkeep.
Sit down. What do you want?
I'm interested in what you know.
If you want information, I've got it. Just a matter of what you'll pay for it.
Oh, this is my first time in the city. What can you give me for no charge?
It's getting more expensive to bring produce in from Fjord. Whatever's going on, that doesn't bode well.
No, the necromancer's having a bad time. What else can you tell?
There's a rumor about a valuable Pargroon stash north of here. You didn't hear that from me, though.
I've probably already cleaned it. Go on, 5 more.
Some Svef user told me he had a vision out by the eastern ruins. Not sure what that's worth to you.
1 more.
The locals are worried about the Steel Garrote coming into town. Whatever Wodica wants, she's bound to find it.
I've been building like a little altar thing to them, to be fair. What are you selling? Fine. Pistol, argument, lockpicks. Get them. Always get the lockpicks. Thank you, Flint. Talk with those in a minute. Patron. Patron. See, not thieves, just patrons. Or mead. Hello, hello. It's a hardtack. Don't mind if I do. Less beds and more corners to sleep in.
Mind your own business.
Oh, my apologies. Other door. Let's see what they want with the main quest. Save.
Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
Real experts should be able to withstand being taunted by their lessers.
Just watch. This will be good.
I heard you're from Solace Keep.
I think it seems quaint.
How great a survivor could you be? Hiding behind stone walls all your life.
You don't know anything about me, you Adira Nimdoot. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Dukte Drago Sakasapt Jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
So many words. Explain to me, game. Last day was a Lemba expletive meaning damned. Dukidragu is a vulgar Lemba phrase used in Solace to angrily dismiss someone or tell them to go away. Sucker is a term meaning shit or stuff. And Jitule is a curse used in anger similar to bastard. Plural, Jitule for bastards. You know, Marius, do you think we should step in?
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway.
Fair point.
I'm with you. Ready to crack some heads.
I didn't say I was going to go and be violent. Take a breath, everyone. Let's keep this friendly.
You stay out of it, Envoy. This isn't your problem.
You heard I died 10 minutes ago. You know who I am, and you should know better than to tempt my blade.
I've heard stories of this one. You don't want this fight.
The gods smile on you today, Marius. You won't always
Little
have someone
shit.
around to protect you.
Exactly, AJ. A lovely little detail. Watch him go. Gonna go hide in a corner. Just gonna stand in the bar. Yeah, fold your arms, son of a gun. You come at us again, there'll be bother. Hello, Marius.
Well, that was something. Thanks for stepping in there. I had it handled, but I'm happy I didn't have to.
Oh, you're welcome.
Marius, this is the infamous Adiran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a person.
Wow. I need someone to find some assassins. Kai's tell me you're the best one for the job.
I need to see the scene of the crime, over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them.
How would you know that the killer is from Paradis? Well, no, actually, I don't know that. They've cleaned the area since.
The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
Mackerel. A Lemba term for casual friend. Oh, thank you. That's saying mate. Oh! New companion. Known as the best hunter and wilderness guide in the Living Lands, Marius has lived all over the Living Lands, but there's no place he truly calls home. Marius uses ancient Pargaran stealth and survival techniques to gain the advantage over his foes, trapping them in gripping vines or disappearing from sight to ambush them with a silent attack. His senses are attuned to detect threats and objects scattered across the Living Lands. He can use some roots to bind people for 8 seconds, or he has a sense for enemies, loot and plants. Oh no. Exactly, AJ. How you doing, bruv? So I can have 2 companions at the same time. And his sense... How's this work?
Got some.
Got what? Got what? That could mean, like, a lootable plant. It could mean these things back here. Excuse me, Flint. Don't mind me. Just taking all your supplies because there's no crime in this game. Because a full crime system, you know, it's a lot of development time to put in there. But if the game's going to label everything as pick up, then my, like, absolute, not even OCD, just the need to pick things up that are outlined in yellow, you know, it's just gonna win. It's nothing personal, Flint, nothing personal. I'll buy a drink from you one day. Oh, it's nighttime now. Lovely skyline. Alright, with more city.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few coins.
Think nothing of it. Any law-abiding citizen would have done the same. Nothing to see here, Envoy. The situation's under control.
And what situation is that?
I caught this waste of life mugging a protected citizen. I just did what came naturally.
Straight murder? No going to jail? No.
This comes naturally to you? Were you raised in Gallowayne's tusks?
I thought all Paradisans were protected citizens.
You know what, AJ? A fair point. With no crime in this game, wonder why the steel garage is needed.
These things happen from time to time. Inquisitor Ludwine understands. I assume you do.
This
too.
lady is drinking that same Kool-Aid. Bring the next one in alive. We're peacekeepers, not butchers.
So that's how it is. All right then, whatever you say. We aren't exactly trained to de-escalate, but I'll tell the others. They'll come around, eventually.
They're better.
Not sure she'll take it to heart, but even one good example helps.
Take this
Nice
evidence.
work, calling her out like that. That should make her pause and reflect next time she thoughtlessly murders someone.
I like that the both of you had something to say, rather than the game arbitrarily just picking one and me missing the other. Mind you, once we get more companions, it's always going to be a nature of who to choose. Given Kai's past as, you know, the guy who voiced Garrus, I probably want him with me the majority of the time, but who knows what other companions we'll meet. I assume there's at least one or two more. It's back here. Okay, that's the wall I blew up. Hello, hello, hello. Sneaky bit on top of the bar. Ooh, strange exchange. The handwriting is harshly slanted. Paper torn at most letters' edge from sheer force behind the writing. When I told you to hide the hall, I meant somewhere with a locked door, you absolute imbecile. Fuck! Just a door at all would be better than this. Move it. Now. You know I can't be seen with it. If the chest is still here next check-in, it'll be in your casket. Following penmanship is different, very blocky and primitive. Boss, I can't carry this alone. Grio helped me get it here, you know, before you took care of him. Besides, Ma used to say the best place to hide something was in plain sight. The following handwriting matches the first few sentences. Take care of it before I hide my scratched out. In your several words have been scratched out. Mother's scratched out. You useless! The rest of the message has been obscured by heavy scratches. Final message is written at the bottom of the paper. Words cramped, but still misshapen. It wasn't very nice, boss. Ma said bad words make bad men. I'm leaving for a while. P.S. You can keep my cut. You usually do anyways. I'm not moving the trunk. Good for this guy, standing up to his boss. Thanks for the trunk. Delicious. Delicious bits and bobs for me. Right, down we go. Trying not to take a silly amount of fall damage. Alright, what are we at? Got this little bit down here. Hello, excuse me.
Careful down here. You don't want to step in, well, anything.
Oh, shit! Oh, I nearly took another swim. What is that down there? Is that a dam or a lake or? Must investigate. Man, this city is falling to pieces. I know they said it was different cultures over time, but it seemed like none of them wanted to build anything permanent at the moment. Excuse me. Hello. Just checking what the hell this is. A whole sewer system? All these big gates? Now, if there is a button, I shouldn't press it. Hello, hello, hello. Ocean. And some money. Lovely. Axe. Oh, hammer. Ooh. Chest as well. This is why we look. It's 9 times out of 10 so far with this game. Oh, don't drown. There has been something to find. And I really, really like that. me out. There was a ladder. Yeah, there we go. I like that the green of my sword is kind of working as a small light. I would like some lightning-y one, though. We will see. There must be a lightning greatsword. Maybe I can craft one. I don't know. We'll find out. Underbelly, eh? So this was the infirmary. Yeah, that's where we started.
Haven't you adherents taken enough?
Oh, no.
Please, just leave
No,
me
I'm
be.
sorry. I'm sorry. Let me put the money back.
Wrong.
Let me put the money back.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Shit. The game is judging me, and rightly it should. But you're giving me the option to pick stuff up. I can't help it. There is no way to return the money to the basket. Right, there's no drop button. There's no repent button. Now I feel like garbage. Can't believe you've done this, said the game. I then destroy property. Right, where are we at? That quest didn't seem to be working unless somebody's turned up at night. We were going up to the temple here to talk to help that lady break up with someone before I jump down into the canal. No, please. I meant to jump, not dash game. Alright, I now have 2 companions following me about every step. Ooh, we'll be approaching the market soon. Very nice. Maybe there I'll find a fancy greatsword. Oh, the High Town, it's a separate zone. Okay. Continue in Low Town then. Assuming that's its name. Who would leave a healing potion lying around? Maddening. Oh yeah, here's a drink that will just cure basically all wounds. Stop you from dying. Just gonna leave it on the floor. Hope for the best. Okay, is that all of the market actually in there then? Yes.
Back for more supplies. You wouldn't believe how my new friend eats.
Hang on. How did you get... Oh, it's the lizard. Yeah, the lady who made friends with the lizard. I'm going to challenge that lizard to an eating contest someday.
My skates would be on him. No hard feelings. Anyway, I'm not sure what kind of favor I could owe you, but I owe you one.
I'm glad that kind of followed through.
So much to do.
Although again, how did she get past the lockdown? Well, I don't want to disturb her and her lizard friend.
That much for one rack of ribs?
It's the adherents. I'm sorry. Never knew armies ate so much meat. There's barely any left for the rest of us.
I don't know what I'll do next week when things are even more expensive.
Sorry. The prices are the prices. Huh?
Things not going well. Would buy some plates. Some fine artworks. Very nice. You seem to be selling a few sacks of grain. So not an actual market that I can get involved with. I was hoping for a blacksmith of some kind, but no. Just a general market. Oh. Oh no, there are bits. Hello.
Step right up. I can tell you need more fire in your life. Or maybe more essence.
Magic for me.
Please buy something. I'm trying to prove a point.
And that point is?
My sister, the blacksmith, she doesn't think this will work out. I say she's wrong.
Oh, point me in her direction, will you? I could...
Why keep a dagger under your pillow when you can use a ward stone instead?
Daggers are well and good until your enemy summons a fireball.
See? You understand? It's not cheating. It's being prepared.
Do these goods have any risks I should be aware of?
Of course not. I wouldn't sell you something I thought would kill you. That's not good for business.
As long as you're not selling regular people a fireball. I have to ask, you never know when you'll summon something unsavory.
I did that once. I had to hire a watcher to get the phantom out. I suppose I shouldn't brag about that to a potential customer.
No, but you're learning. What are you selling? Ooh. The many-hued doublet. Unique light armor. 15% less elemental damage. Increases health restoration by 15% from all sources. Though garish in appearance, its expertly crafted doublet is exceptional at shielding its wearer from the elements. Woven out of fibre from plants found all throughout the Living Lands, it is well suited for long journeys through the myriad valleys that make up this strange land. Beerfell's Grimoire. Corrosive Siphon, Arcane Veil, Parasitic Staff, and Blizzard. Beerfell was one of the earlier apprentices of the Archmage Akimir. Though his apprenticeship was cut short due to his difficult temper and penchant for insubordination, when his tutelage under Akimir ended, Beerfell joined the military and became a terror on the battlefield, combining his defensive and battlefield-controlling magics with military prowess. Though he may not have gone on to have a rich and notable military career, Beerfell met an early end in battle when a stray arrow cut his life short. Poor wizard. Oh, hang on, I needed one of these. I needed a primal rock. I haven't found any yet. Don't want to buy more of them yet, necessarily. I had a few bits to sell. Don't want to sell that unique one. 10% ability cast speed on just random metal braces. The arms from weapon blows, animal bites make them popular among the rangers of the Emerald Stair. Earning one's braces is considered a rite of passage, symbolising those who defend the Living Lands. Must first defend themselves. I don't sell for much, but it's something. Alright, good for now. Thank you. See, I did buy something. Now, where's your sister, the blacksmith? Whoop, shite. Nearly fell in the canal again. Hello? Looking for a blacksmith. This seems more herbalist. Just leaving their belongings around. Yoink. A pie? Mine. Okay. Well, whoever lives here is not currently here. You know, if this was the Oblivion remake, you'd be hearing any second now, "Stop right there, criminal scum!" Straight away for going in and picking anything up from anyone's home.
The affairs of men have no place at this tree.
Oh, it just doesn't work.
How you doing?
What do you want? Quickly. I have an audience waiting for me.
You do? Where are the other actors?
Nursing their headaches, I assume. My friends thought it'd be funny to get roaring drunk last night. Only one showed up today, and he was in no shape to perform. They've all gathered out there, and I don't have a show to give them. I can't play every part myself. I just can't.
I mean, fine, the theatre's all about the unexpected, isn't it?
I've heard imagining the audience naked helps.
Do you really believe that?
Depends on the audience, I guess.
I suppose they wouldn't object to a one-man show? The question is, which one? I've only memorized a few.
I've only memorized a few.
I could do Beltramo's Lament, or the Deerwood Tree, or maybe the Main
My guy is ready. Whichever one you remember best.
All right, if you insist. Thank you again, my friend. Now to go out and face them.
Oh, he's doing it. You know, there's every chance this goes horribly wrong.
Really quiet. You can hear actors' souls dying as people just keep on walking.
From a voice actor. He has one audience member. The people are waiting for me, he said. Maybe if we were here in daytime. Do you know what?
Dear listeners, a solo performance I have for you today. Prepare to be awed by feats of verse and memory.
Woo!
But before the show begins, perhaps
Oh, he actually sat down.
to whet your appetites.
Oh, look at that!
Follow me on an auditory adventure, a tour of the living lands in its most wild.
Why is he standing so rigid?
First, let me introduce you to the mating call of the Stelgar.
Oh,
The
no.
ruin of so many. A silent and stealthy feline.
Haven't met a big cat
Few
yet.
have heard its call, and fewer still have lived to tell the tale.
Voice actor having a great time.
Hold your applause, my dear friends. There's more to come. Perhaps you've heard the fearsome Stelgar before. After all, just a small
How much
few
dialogue
have lived.
and writing did they have for this moment?
But have you ever heard the distress call of a fearsome Bellerock? Of course not! Bellerocks live deep within the living land.
Deep.
Rarely seen by any but the bravest souls. And if you are unlucky enough to face this scaled abomination, they are dangerous from teeth to tails. Now, when you hear this, I must ask that you remain where you stand. There's nothing to fear.
If a guy's trying to leave. Oh no!
Sure.
Am I in your seat? Well, that's pretty good.
It's as
And then he went horse.
the monsters are present with us at this very moment, is it not? But fear not. It is
He didn't
only
even get onto the story we told him to prepare.
Thank you all for your time.
What?
My name is the Guru.
He's bailing!
And it has been an honor to perform for you.
You gave us 2 animal sounds.
Allow me just a brief intermission, and I promise yet
Robbed.
more to dazzle.
Absolutely robbed.
You. See now how burned queens iron figures surprise.
It's graceful.
I should have trusted my deep.
Maybe we find that blacksmith. Aha! Hello, Gwyneth.
You there. You look like you know your way around. Hello. I heard what happened. I see why you'd want to protect yourself.
There's a merchant at dock who sells armor and weapons just like yours.
Probably because I made them. Or most of them, anyway.
You worried about him undercutting you?
I've already been paid for them. If Walter happens to stumble onto them later, what can I do?
That point. Do you have any specialty pieces?
You mean enchanted? No. A shield does its job just fine. It doesn't need to be tinkered with. Talk to my sister if you're interested in that kind of thing. She's over there. At least I don't think she's blown herself up yet.
Where's that star metal option gone? I met her. She's very enthusiastic.
I don't know where she gets it. I'd swear she was adopted if we didn't look alike. 3 generations of hammering, and then she comes along. Guess souls are strange like that.
Ah, there it is. Can you do anything with this strange metal?
Wait, is that star metal? Abaddon's arse, this stuff is rare. I'd love to make something with it, but I'd be afraid of ruining it. I can't think of anybody else in Paradis who could either. Who knows? Maybe there's a blacksmith in another city who can help.
Don't you want to crack at it? Where should I start looking?
Well, if I were a betting girl, I'd wager one of the smiths in Solace Keep could work with it. Good luck getting inside, though. Or surviving the journey there.
Right. Gallowayne's Tusks is one of the deadliest places in the world. Probably not worth the trip.
No thank you. I'll take my chances with the smugglers here any day.
Fair enough. Let's have a look. What have you got? A collection of fine stuff. Loads of it. Oh, a couple of bits of Adrip. Yep, we take those when we see them. They're expensive, but we take them. Other bits, I think we're alright. A job board, is it?
Envoy. Are you looking for work by chance? A pleasure, Envoy. I'm Aldrich.
Just tossing the knife.
The bounty master of Paradis. If it suits your fancy, check the board for work. The dangerous kind. Some more than others. Speak to me when you've got something to turn in.
I think I've cleared all of these. When did you become the bounty master of Paradis?
Hey, someone had to take the job. Ensuring that these threats to the good people of Paradis are eliminated is my way of helping. I guess I consider it my first steps down a long road to atonement.
I'm sorry, did you say atonement? What exactly happened?
Apologies, friend. But that's none of your concern. I left there for a reason. And now I'm here. And that's all you need to know.
Fair enough. I'm way ahead of you. Ready to collect.
Show it here.
The ogre is no more.
Remind me not to get on your bad side, Envoy.
Tempestuous Luandi is dead.
Guess you were just the one storm she couldn't survive.
Ah, and a fancy pistol. Nasib the spider has been slain.
I don't envy you having gone into that horrid place. But I'm thankful you did so.
Octave won't be burning anyone else ever again.
Good. Too many good men and women died because of that bastard. May he face Magran's fires in his next life.
Goodbye.
Be safe out there. You hear?
Well, that was some easy money. Oh, there is one I haven't done. The yellow bands. Wait a minute. No, I have done these. Attention. Reward will be given for killing the yellow bands. They are responsible for a number of raids. Oh, I should have looked at the other quests. They all had little drawings. Damn. In order to make camp amongst Paragroon ruins east of Paradis. Claim your reward to improve your kills to Aldrich in Paradis.
Ain't many ways into that camp from what I've heard. Welcome back, Envoy. Be safe.
Wait a minute. I went and killed all of them. I have killed all of them. They're this camp here. Look. It's clear. Don't tell me it's the body that got stuck under the rubble. Shit. That might be it, you know. That might be it. Where did I get that ability point from? Did I level? I did. Ooh. So many choices, so little time. Okay, that's the arrow deflection one. Not yet. That's level 8 for the crafting material cost. We're going to need that. Better healing from food would be okay. Oh, I need Grimoire Mastery to even learn these spells. Shit. I did want the fancy lightning one. I think now's probably the time. We can respec at any point, so now's the time to get one. Then we'll be able to get... Oh, no, because then the next level, I've got the other 2 ones at level 8 I wanted. Oh, boy. And this is even when it's been patched and you get even more points. Oh, wait. Bigger AoE for your stun, please. Okay. Do we go even more perception? Probably not. Highest I've seen is the 4 at the moment. Let's get might up to 8. Okay, I still need to give that luminous stuff to the other dude over here. We have not bumped into yet. Hello. The hell? That's you, Sapiento de Falva.
Oh, you are a special one, you are. I thought all the godlikes were taken back, wherever they came from. Don't mean a thing by it. I'm glad to see not all the gods have abandoned us.
What do you know about godlikes?
I know we had one or two disappear lately. Gods took them back, I heard. Just another sign.
Sargama said they were building up for a great war with us all.
You should know, this place is heading quickly into a swamp of madness. Even the plants and the animals feel it.
Are you Sapiento de Falva by any chance?
I am indeed. Though, should I be honored or terrified that my name has found its way to you? Maybe both? Now, linear thinking may not be my forte at this moment, but I get the impression you wanted to speak to me.
And you were looking proud, right? Have it here.
Ah, interesting. Rarely do cause and effect flow in this particular direction, but I'll go along. Thank you. Thank you! Now my work can continue. Take this. I was saving it for a rainy day, but who knows when that will be.
Do you think this will work?
Perfectly honest?
He's trying to help with
Track
the food
record
supply in
isn't
the
great,
necromancy place.
But this is the best chance I've
From
ever
what I
had.
remember.
Thank you again, my wonderfully unique friend. May you find a kinship with this land.
Oh, thank you. That was a chunk. That was half a level. Bloody hell. What did it give me? A fantastic alembic. Drinking a potion clears all of your accumulations. You can just barely hear the faint sound of bubbling liquid when you hold this miniature ceramic alembic up to your ear. Potions stored near it seem to shimmer and sparkle with barely perceptible sparks of golden essence. Perhaps most importantly, the usually bitter taste of your potions is now that of honey, with slight floral undertones. A way to cleanse stuff. Which one is this? Where does this fit? Oh, it's in place of a necklace, right. Keep the resolve one for now, I think. We haven't encountered too many of the debuff stuff all the time. Oh, zoom feature. Alright. A little bit more down that side. I think before we get into the higher city, we take it.
Are you just going to stand there and gawk at that body all day?
He's dead. It's not like I can do anything for him now, can I?
You can see that the poor bastard is properly processed. What is this? A charnel house?
First week in the Living Lands.
Envoy?
Huh? Nah, I've seen worse. You, what are you doing? This is a crime scene. That's evidence.
That's the Imperial Envoy. Stay out of his way.
Oh, so that's why the game lets me get away with it.
My mistake.
By the end of this game, they need to do the thing that Chrono Trigger did. Where it's like, he came into my house, he took all my cabbages. And just straight up call you out for it. So that shit's great. Okay, we've been that way. Beaty everywhere down here too. Pearl District.
Well, keep up the good work, everyone. There'll be more Adherent soldiers to bother in the morning.
Thanks for your chicken, thanks for your fruit. Do you not want to come in, Maria? So you wanted by the militia?
Damn good shot, you know that?
Oh, I'm well aware. But thank you. It's very sweet.
Where'd you learn to shoot like that?
You really want to know the answer to that question?
You know what? Maybe it's better that I don't.
Yep. Steady on, fella. Bouncing up and down on the wood.
No. It's kind of nice when the city was still locked down.
Excuse me? What in the god's name are you talking about?
Don't mind me.
Think about it. Nobody coming in and out. No smugglers to look out for. No more Deerans coming into the city.
Well, you actually kind of have
Stay alert. As you all know, the Adirans are always looking for more and more ways to push our boundaries. Whatever happens, do not give them any ground, any footing. We give them an inch, they won't be satisfied until they've taken from us every mile they possibly can. Though they claim to be here to help keep the peace, it's just the first step towards full conquest. This is our city. It will take all of us working together to make sure it stays that way.
Point there.
Me as envoy, just walk in and read it. The fools to clean up their paperwork. Oh, a fast travel point. I figured there'd be a few in the city then. Hello.
Stay out of trouble.
Okay, we did walk up this way, but now the door's actually open and they'll let me in. Wonderful.
Well, look who graced us with his presence.
Nell Tenfingers.
This is the Sparrowhawks district. State your business.
Sparrowhawks? Who are they? Local muscle?
We're an association. One that remembers what Paradis used to be.
Are you the resistance that supposedly shot me?
People do one for us, and we keep Adir off their necks. That a good enough answer?
Not crime to look around, is it?
Things can happen to people who get too curious. Go on. But remember, Thala's got his eye on you. I wouldn't get on an ogre's bad side.
Ooh, friendly ogre.
Watch your back. Or don't.
I see we're going to have a lot of characters making use of the flipping knife animation. I do love me some good idle animations. Something I wish WoW had. They've teased the idea of lean on wall animation, but they've never actually gone anywhere with it.
Let's leave them alone. They look worried for someone.
Nephath. I see. We do not know what strange illness took you from us, what drove you to harm your own kin. We cursed the force that possessed you in your unwell state. We know nothing mattered more to you than the ones you loved. Ancella, though your dying efforts were not in vain, when my son survives, you will carry on the memory of her mother and father in a long, prosperous life. May the usher hold the doors open wide for you both. Sounds like he got mushroomed. Sadness. The architecture's completely changed up here as well, which is interesting. I like it.
Just act natural. Nothing weird going on here. Why is that one looking at me?
Calm down, Marius. Bless him.
Best watch your step around here, envoy.
Whoa!
This is my district.
Look at this guy.
So, the puny godkin wishes to speak with the great Thala. You and your countrymen are not welcome in this district. My district. Is that clear?
Raise an eyebrow. Then why let me walk around at all?
Not being welcome here doesn't mean you aren't tolerated. We're not fools enough to attack you or your kin unprovoked. I would be lying if I said I wasn't just waiting for the opportunity to crush you into the ground. One little slip in my district, Imperial Lapdog, and it'll be the last you ever make.
That's Mr. Imperial Lapdog to you.
So the little godkin has a spine. Good. Ripping it from your body will be a pleasure most exquisite.
Oh, we languished on that.
Now be gone. Thala tires of your yammering.
I wanted to learn more about Thala, but sure.
You break it, you buy it.
I'll bear that in mind, Kai.
Wonder who he crossed. Doesn't take much out here.
Lovely little garden. And the land deeds.
Those are the papers the Adiran refugees are waiting for.
Mako, Desmond Fowler is not an unforgiving man. Nor is he cruel. He is fair. It's only fair that you be reminded of the money you owe the Sparrowhawks. Desmond Fowler is also an easy-to-anger man. You know what happens when he gets angry. You have 1 week to square up your debts with us. No excuses. I see. But I suppose I now have the deed for that couple. Huzzah, job done. Deeds are for a sizable parcel of land in Thirdborn. Prominent settlement in the desert region of Shatterscarp. No, no problem there then. We just got the deeds off the corpse. Nobody seems to care. Fair enough, game. Can he go in whatever there is? Away from here. Oh, Mermaid's Den is that other area we wanted to go to. We'll go up and round to that in a moment. Let me just check over here. Excuse me. Hello. Pardon me. Hello. I'm just exploring. You mind yourself. So many chests are open. So many bits to take.
God, you've got a real ugly mug.
How dare you? My bark is beautiful. An artist's journal. I remember when Paradis was a small town. Ravager, barely even a title at the time, didn't mediate anything more complicated than a bar brawl. Now we have rules we don't understand, restrictions on practices we didn't think to protect, checkpoints, borders, arrests, good folk vanishing in the night, and for what? Blasphemy? Oath-breaking? Laws of an empire full of strangers. Dear is keeping the wilderness at a safe distance. We don't understand what we gave up in the compromise. I remember when Paradis was a small town. Odds, when did we become a city? Okay, that leads back round to the market. So now we go to the bathhouse. Didn't I rob some dudes?
I told you, we're closed. Not for us, you're not.
What's the man gotta do to get his needs met around here?
Go on. Juliana's inside. She doesn't bite, unless you ask.
Wasting my time. Think she's too fancy for the likes of...
Go on.
Oh, she's got her handled. Just telling them all to sod off.
She doesn't bite, unless you ask.
At least Ventre Bardato won't be coming around this week.
Now there's a face I'd never forget.
Nope, I am just a tree. Oh, hello, hello. Soul Unbound, Chapter 1. Oh no, it's another erotic novel. Miranda's flinty eyes flashed as she gripped her saber hilt. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't send you to the wheel. I can't, Adam raised an eyebrow. After all, I'm here to arrest you. Miranda thrust forward. Ah! Adam flinched away from her and raised his chin. Know your way around a blade, do you? Is this your first time? What are you implying? Only that you fight well for an animancer. How dare you? A rake and a liar. Adam never lost his smirk. Yet you are still blushing. Goodness me. Just takes the book immediately. Hello.
You're the talk of the town, Envoy. Everyone wants to meet you.
I imagine they want to meet you too, or is that one a jasmine perfume?
God knows. Hope you don't stick it in politics. They don't like envoys around here.
No, the arrow to the gut kind of made that. Considering the welcome I'm more worried about them.
That's right. They did murder you. It was a misunderstanding, I'm sure.
But yeah, all kinds of things in here. What can you tell me about Paradis?
Juliana knows enough dirt to run half of Paradis out of town.
Unsurprising.
He makes me out to be such a gossip. What do you want to know?
Immediately. How's the city coping with these Dream Scourge rumors?
As well as you'd expect. It hasn't hurt my business, but I wouldn't give them ideas either. Your ambassador thinks he's going to make the place respectable.
Paradis will grow on him. Give it time.
Everyone loves an optimist. Now, if you've come to avail yourself, I'm sorry. We're closed.
Shame, but it's okay.
I'm out of some supplies that should have been here days ago.
Huh?
I'd hunt them down myself, but I don't have a firm enough hand. I need someone with more authority.
The eyebrow raise.
Someone, well, someone like you.
That's a coincidence. I found a shipment at the docks. Is this yours? Oh, these are the ones that were stolen by those other people.
It is. I never thought I'd be so glad to see one of these things. You're lucky you're honest. Otherwise, I'd scold you for those sticky hands.
That's a good point. I did go behind stuff and immediately. Why are you smuggling in contraceptives? Start to say something and then stop yourself. Helping the working folks here. Good doing business with you.
Believe me, the pleasure is all mine. It's nice to have found at least one Adiran I can rely on. Come back anytime for a hot bath or a cup of tea. My door is always open.
A cup of tea? Well, if you're gonna tease me, get kettle on, love.
I'll be fine, but I'll remember that offer. You know, for Fred.
No, for me.
I wouldn't have picked that color, but it's good on you.
Oh, thanks, Juliana. What did I get there? The Night Mistress's favor. Slowly regenerate essence while close to a companion. Huh. That's actually kind of really good. Is it better than to resolve good? Yeah, it is. This gold crescent moon pin is a particularly fine example of the charms worn by Valian courtesans. Some say the trinket protects against the hazards of their work. Others claim they make their time with their patrons more enjoyable. Whether true or not, you do feel strangely invigorated when you hold it and stand near your companions. As if you could take on the world. I like that a lot. Just magic regen. From the brothel, no less.
I hope Belia's alright. I haven't seen her in an age.
Oh no, you're the girl we have to let down.
Are you here to see Juliana? Or can I help you with something else?
Well, a woman named Belia wants me to give you this letter.
Belia? But she hasn't come by in a couple of months. Did something? Oh, I understand. Of course, it all makes sense now.
He's so good for me.
That poor girl. She thinks everything that goes wrong is her fault.
Oh.
I'm glad she's found someone.
Aww. Sounds like you did care for her.
Yes, I did. Just not in the way she thought I did. Or perhaps not in the way she wanted.
Well, I guess this works out all around.
Thank you for bringing that letter, though. I was worried about her. I'll send one back. That should make her feel better.
Aww. That worked out really well. And here I was so worried. Bathhouse. Ah. Oh, sorry, don't mind me. Full plate. Oh, so sorry, don't mind me. I thought you were closed. Maybe it's just the clientele. Not clientele, the employees who just, when it's closed for the night, everybody can enjoy the bath. Here, one slide. Thank you, Juliana. So if I
can't stop worrying about the dream stage. What if it happens to
and then I just stand near my companions.
Ignore that. It's just a rumor.
Okay, look, it is moving.
What if it's not?
It is regenning, just really, really slowly.
No one in town is cleaner than us. We've got food and supplies.
But really slowly is better than not at all.
If you say so.
A little bit more to the area. Where can I actually bed down
Seems
for
like
my
you wanna keep
companions.
stuff like that in a warehouse.
That's an adorable picture. Just eating a fly with a big butt for some reason. Very silly. Hello, hello, hello. Excellent. So
If
many
you don't
chests.
take it, the Adherents will. The other Adherents, I mean.
Wow, now Kai's calling me out on my just flagrant robbery.
If you'd like to be useful, I could use another drink.
Excuse me?
Perhaps you are unaware of the concept of personal space. If you'd like to be useful,
Yep, he's doubling up.
use another drink.
Another barred door. Sadness. But more booty for me. Apothecary's shop.
Please, this is all I have.
Oh no.
All you have is not enough.
Hey.
I'm telling you, there's no...
Huh. Aren't you the outlander who died in the streets? How are you... Gah. It doesn't matter.
Gah?
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today.
Said Kai.
Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead man. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away.
You in league with them rebels who killed me?
You Adherents always think everyone's out to get you. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead already. This is getting tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you.
I'm gonna rip you in half, lengthwise.
Slowly, too. So you better hope he starts at the top.
Ooh.
He's not lying. I've seen it happen.
Marius, we haven't left the city yet. He's so quick.
You talk too much.
Oh.
Hey, boss, maybe we shouldn't. Fighting a godlike seems wrong somehow.
Well said, lackey.
I knew you'd gone soft. We'll settle this as soon as I'm done here.
Alright.
Come and
The
get
lackey
me.
ran away. Oh, it's 3v1.
Hold it! Get him, boys!
Oh no, they changed their minds. Alright. Oh, I'm afraid I'm a little over...
Swine. This time, you're gonna stay dead.
Oh!
When I thought this would be too easy.
Well!
That's the
And here I thought we were going to get on, Thalia. Just, he did say, any opportunity to kill me, he will take it. I just didn't expect it to come so soon. What a shame. Don't get many chatty ogres. Who's left? Kai. I missed.
On sick.
Kai, run them down, please. There we go.
I can't believe they're dead. It's over.
Yes, he kind of looked after this district in a
Nothing like
way.
win with a good team.
So what that means for the city as a whole, hard to say. What you got on you, big man? Ardra, some food, some ogre blood. Unsurprising.
Envoy, thank you for dealing with those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
A gang of bullies shaking down honest folk? Seems more like the cause to me.
Certainly doesn't help.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Thala, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you.
It's like I'm growing a bad reputation on these streets.
Don't take it personally. Everyone's looking for a fight these days. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts.
Things are going to change around here.
I find that hard to believe, but who am I to contradict the one who saved my skin? Let me know if you're looking for anything in particular.
Sure. Lockpicks, we take those. Take the healing potions as well. How many am I on? 30. I think I'm fine. I think we're good, actually.
Sparrowhawks will be sniffing around here any minute.
Yeah, but they're dead. What are they gonna do? Have all of them try and kill me in the street? When I killed their leader, who was an ogre? Oh, they are as well. They are all enemies now.
They come.
You think you can just take out our leader? Nothing.
Oh. Oh, she said it. Well. Sure, the Inquisitor will be happy to hear this news.
Hey, hold it!
I'll loot after. Stabby beggar. I do. Oh, sorry, Kai. I love this swing.
I got you.
You teleported around a little bit, friend. Dear, oh dear.
You think you can just take out our
Did you just spawn? Oh, good death noise. Imagine sitting in the studio for so long. 2 hours now, we're doing death noises. Just the whole time.
Sorry, Envoy. No heroes discount. Looking still free, though.
Well said. I should probably check in with Galan before I've, you know.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you wanted to spend time with me.
I'm just letting you know I killed the dude who was...
Don't be a stranger. Clients always want
Not right.
curtains. They never want to scrub the mildew.
Didn't even notice that. Very nice. Right, let's gather up all the loot from all of the bodies. Make sure we're not missing out. There's so many of them as well. Oh, where'd that 10 fingers go? Right up gone. Maybe we run into them again. Maybe they come looking for revenge. Or maybe the game forgot. Unlikely though, because in theory they'd have just come at me. Also, it was someone named with like a moniker.
That's just neglectful. Who lets a parkroom building get that bad?
Seems to be all of them though. No, city guard doing your job for you apparently.
No signs of a struggle. Looks like misadventure to me.
I don't know.
I'm just going to quickly run back to that yellow band camp. See if I can maybe convince one of them to spawn again. Or maybe it's just lost to time with the body being stuck underneath some rubble. We'll see.
Yeah.
Might just be unlucky and it will be a quest we can simply never hand in, but you never know. Oh, it moved it. Thank God. There you go. Beautiful. That's kind game. It kind of recognised that there was an issue. Now I can hand it in. I was really worried I'd be digging around in the dirt trying to glitch my way through the floor again. Where was our bounty man? Here you go, Aldrich.
Welcome back, Envoy. Show it here. It's a shame it had to be like this. Desperate times can drive good kith to do terrible things. Well, I'll be. That's all of the bounties. Mighty fine work, Envoy. Mighty fine indeed. Hope you're proud of all you've done. Thanks to you, Dawnshore is safer for all of us. Gods protect you, wherever you are.
Hey, you could have a real future here if the envoy thing doesn't work out.
Oh, thanks, Kai.
Nice work on the bounties. Just don't get a big head about it.
Keeping me humble. What did they give me? The amulet. Kith Warder. 10% damage reduction against Kith, minus 10 reduction against other sources. Simple clay figurine attached to this chain is ancient. Exactly how old is hard to discern. But if not for the magic imbued into it, surely would have crumbled to dust by now. The amulet grows warm to the touch in the presence of hostile Kith, as the latent enchantment on it flares back to life. With the sense of fragility you otherwise feel when wearing this as part of the figurine's initial creation, or simply due to the magic fading with age, possible to say. Okay. I thought the Watcher was at their cottage. Why is there a quest for it here? They come to town? Or is that just the game's way of telling me leave the city?
Yeah.
It was.
tragedy. A recently arrived envoy from Adir was assassinated just inside the front gates. The killer is still at large.
Hello. We actually know that the ogre guy said, you know, he actually said that we'll make sure you're dead this time. So
Alchemist Sapiento de Folva has perfected a potion that revitalizes plants. He seemed oddly disappointed by this result. Lonely? Tense? Visit the Mermaid's Den. The well-loved bathhouse is more popular.
straight down. Can I hit the shanty town from here to give them that deed? Oh, no. Damn it, I keep wanting to just swim in the canal, apparently. Not too far over. And we'll get used to the city eventually. Possibly. Doesn't seem like there's a quick way down to the shanty town. Guess there's a door here. Yep, I heard tingly noise. A nice little signifier that there's loot nearby. Now, unless there's a way in there through this gap, which there isn't. They put a fast travel point in the shantytown then. We go outside at the shantytown and then cut back around to that quest there, double check there. Then maybe call it for the evening and we do Hightown another day. If it's taken me nearly 3 hours to do this half of the city, it's probably going to take about the same time to do Hightown. And given the amount of reading and chatting we've already done, I don't even want to bugger my voice too harshly. Still that guy who was looking for his wedding ring around here, but it wasn't an active quest and I couldn't see it.
Nice and quiet here. Take a moment to breathe.
Hello, I've got your deed.
Oh, you've come back. Any news? Oh, thanks, Scan. And thank you. We'd be in dire straits if we showed up in Thirdborn with nowhere to live.
You're welcome.
Boy, that's the truth, love. Many thanks, Envoy.
There is one thing more, though.
Oh, yes. That.
What's up?
The smugglers who are taking us out of here, they're beached north of the sea stacks, away from where the Adirans are looking.
You need an escort?
No, it's not that. The problem is that these smugglers found out we're Adiran.
No, don't like us much.
And they've doubled their price. We had barely enough for the journey before.
See, you need me to talk to him.
Yes. I'm afraid we can't pay what they're asking.
And if they knew what we were wanted for, they'd probably charge us triple.
Bloodwine!
Oh, I mean...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
You wanted? Of course you are.
We're not proud of our past.
Start talking.
There's no easy way to say this.
We killed 2 people.
Why?
It was a land dispute. Things got out of hand. There was a fight.
Huh, more than one?
But in the last one, they came at us with knives.
And we were the ones who walked away.
That's fine, please. You're really not helping.
Ran away. Across the ocean.
If everyone in the Living Lands had to answer for the mistakes of their past, this island would be as empty as the Godless left it.
A fair point, Kai.
Not everyone sees it that way. And now we spend our days praying to scan that Captain Alfear of the Steel Garrote doesn't find us.
I understand. I'll come back when I've worked things out with these smugglers.
Thank you, Envoy.
Where are these smugglers then? Or I can report them to the captain. Jesus. No, I will go deal. I'm not the Steel Garrote at the moment. I'm not. Huh. How on earth do I get there? Let's wrap this up for them. Oh, by Lizard Cottage. Hang on, before we do, I do desperately need a bio break. Is our lizard friend living in the house yet? He is! Yes! I love it. They're good friends. Oh.
Oh, it's you! Sorry, things are busy around here. This fella keeps me on my toes. We're still working things out.
I'm glad. I can't see things are back to normal in their fashion.
As normal as they can be. I'm so glad I listened to you. I finally feel like I'm home.
Oh.
Well, almost. I've still got to do something about that hole in the wall.
It came down in the fight. Sorry.
It's all right. To be honest, I'm lucky the place doesn't look worse.
Again, the game's recognizing small little actions like me again picking up shit or breaking shit. It's
At
interesting.
least Tazarak is strong enough to lift bricks. Oh, that's his name, by the way.
Good to see you, Tazarak. I hope we can be friends. Yes, love you too. Alright, Smuggler's Den's down there. It'll be a quick dive off the pier, and then we will go and investigate before heading back to town. Before then, hey Marius, I'm going to take a quick bio break, and then we'll give it another half hour or so, just to wrap things up a little bit around that half of the city. So stretch your legs, refill your beverage. I'll be back with you in just a few minutes. See you soon. And we're back. Give me his patience. Right, let's sort out these smugglers. Finish up our business in the lower city. It's a great little scream. So this is one of the scenarios where it has spawned in stuff thereafter. But I can't clear everything by exploring first.
Nothing to see here, friend.
I think there is.
I know who he is. Remember?
Oh!
We never saw each other.
Hey, Laura. From Tutorial Island, right?
Heard you died and came back. Good trick.
Look alive, ladies and gents. We have a visitor.
What a suave, fluffy lady. A friend of Leo Flared and Gladwin. Maybe you've heard of him.
Ah, a kind-hearted Adiran. How nice for them to find a friend here.
I imagine this would be difficult if we had killed or abandoned Eora.
The way I understand it, they don't have many friends among your countrymen.
Take it easy on him, Soldis. He's all right. For an Adiran.
Fine, if you say so. Well, what do you want?
Granny said you changed the terms of your agreement. I'll cover it.
I'll have no problem with that. Where's the copper?
Here.
Pleasure doing business with you. Tell your countrymen the deal is settled. We'll take them to Thirdborn when they're ready.
Thank you.
Sure, whatever. And that's Captain Soldis. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry, Captain.
Appreciate you talking things down.
Nothing to see here, friend.
It's all right. I know who he is.
Well, that was handled easily. It was expensive, but I didn't want to get into bartering. I feel like I just wanted to keep things good. And also make them feel like, oh, not all Adirans are so bad, it's fine. Or maybe they think I just can pay my way out of things, but pros and cons. I think it worked out. Well, assuming they get there fine. I suppose we'll see when we get to Thirdborn ourselves eventually. Because they've mentioned those 3 cities repeatedly, so I imagine those are the settlements for each of the various zones that we will eventually get to. Slow and steady as it may be, this first zone is anything to go by.
Oh, you're back. Praise Wodika. Oh, you've come back. Any news?
I got the smugglers, leave you alone.
Oh, wonderful. How did you do it?
I murdered them, I paid the difference.
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Praise Wodika.
That's much too kind of you. But we appreciate it, of course. Thank you so much for all of your help, Envoy. I don't think we'll be needing these anymore.
Oh, thank you.
Please, take them. Now, if you'll excuse us, we need to get ready for the journey.
And if you ever find your way to Thirdborn, please, come find us. It would be lovely to see you again.
I'm sure I will.
It's rare to see a real second chance. Rare, but...
Oh, and another level. And a lockbox for trouble.
Well done.
I want even more perception. Just because perception's helping me in conversation. I don't even use maximum range or crit chance, but I like catching things. It's in lieu of like a persuasion stat, I feel like. There we go. Crafting upgrade materials cost less. These birds have a point as well. Ignite the target, reduce the cooldown, or increase stun. Ignite the target. Okay, so I pick one of 3 for these. Reduce their damage, that seems good. Right, let's Let's get ourselves over the gate, let Marius have a sniff about, which I'm sure will lead us outside of the city. Unless the assassins have remained inside, which is more important to find them here. Captain, did you hear I died?
Don't mind me, just doing my job.
That hasn't moved from that spot since we were killed 30 feet behind him. Oh, Marius, what can you see? Smell, or what have you?
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
There's still somebody I needed to talk to in the embassy. But it doesn't look like whoever they... Hang on, let me make that active. Oh, right, the fellow who came back.
Hey, it's the envoy.
Envoy, hey.
I swear, I owe you the world.
I owe him the world. He saved my life, remember?
Yeah, you only told me about 100 times.
Hey, where's Yeda? Is everyone else on the way?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
No.
Oh, gods. Does he mean...
They didn't make it, Offric. I'm sorry.
But you saved Cadman. You couldn't save them? Or you didn't try?
Careful.
What happened?
The Oracle ripped their souls from their bodies and put them in his statue.
What?
Right. So it could have been worse. They probably went quickly. If that helps.
I can't understand this.
Hey, Offric, hey, listen. We always knew that was a risk, right? And we told ourselves.
Better to go out at the bottom of the world or the top. And dying in bed like Granda, asking what if.
Did you avenge them? Is the Oracle dead?
No, we're best friends. I killed him, don't worry.
At least they got justice.
And I got my brother back.
Don't be a baby. You would have been
bless
fine
him.
without me.
What I mean to say is, we're grateful, Envoy.
You're welcome, both of you.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to give you this. It belonged to our
Thank you.
grandfather. He'd always wanted to join the Corps, but life got in the way. When we were recruiting, he gave it to us to remind us to live well.
What's next for you two?
Ambassador Heelgard has written to Expedition Command back in High Crown to see if they'll let us come home.
Well, while we wait for their reply, I thought...
Wait. Let me guess. Mermaid's Den.
You told him?
It was a moment of weakness. I thought I was dead.
Bless.
Well, I'm sure you've got big envoy things to do.
Yes, I was just murdered.
I don't know if you heard, but there's a plague on and everything.
If you're ever in High Crown, look us up.
Yeah, we can drink to the Corps together.
Oh, I nearly forgot. You didn't happen to find that relic, did you?
Belongs to the people here. It's not ideas to take.
I don't think the Corps' higher-ups are going to see it the same way, but I guess I can't argue with the Emperor's hand-picked envoy.
I'm certainly going to hold on to that splinter of a god for now.
If you're ever back in High Crown, promise to look us up, okay?
I will. Take care, you two.
I wish things had turned out better for the rest of their crew, but I'm glad they made it.
These two will be just fine. I'm sure of it.
One of them may even get a happy ending.
Ha ha ha. Oh dear. He probably will. Make the climb without the rope. That's no way up and around. Ha! Sniper's nest. Flask of poison. Flask is empty, but it reeks of swamp water and rancid berries.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. You already met the apothecary. I'd suggest we pay him another visit.
Seems like a good place to start.
The assassin was ready for me. I wonder what that tells us.
It tells us they were hunting you. Whoever did this takes pride in their work. They made sure this stuff would kill you. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
It's funny because we've already done so. It did kind of point to the fact we've already seen the apothecary, but we now know the Sparrowhawks were involved. Ow. Yeah, it's just this main one. The other one's the Watcher out of town. Let's get back to the apothecary. My health's looking a little low. Chicken! Nom 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 nom. Just casually while we walk. Full roast chicken. Wolf it down, we'll be fine.
Well, no one's come to claim him. I suppose I should say.
Might be a couple more Sparrowhawks who show up, but
Wait. We should ask that apothecary about your assassin before we leave.
what's the rush?
I don't think we're going to be welcome here for long. All those Sparrowhawks will be sniffing around here any minute.
We have killed all of them, Kai. Absolutely all of them, probably.
What'll it be today, Envoy?
Show him the flask. What do you know about this?
Poison. Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Saint Ettore, a berry native to the Living Lands.
Nice, Kai. What do you know about this Saint Ettore?
Just that it's supposed to act quickly, and that you shouldn't mess with it if you don't know what you're doing.
So don't, under any circumstances, mix it up with moonberries.
And before you ask, I can't tell you who bought the poison. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the adherents, it'd be the end of me.
No option to be like, okay. Assassins are local.
Damn, I was afraid of that. If you made an enemy of the locals, this won't be the last attempt on your life. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe.
Not a monk skeleton.
But I can tell you that Saint Ettore is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies.
I was like, we're looking for a mystic.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Assume these are in the High Town,
Go
so...
past the High Town gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra.
Glad we did all this. Appreciate the help.
Well, I suppose it's the least I could do, considering I got you killed.
Yeah, fair point.
I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way. Good luck in your investigation, Envoy.
Stay safe.
So we're going to the temple to find a mystic to ask about the poison. Not what I imagine my day would be like.
Do what Kai said and check in at Mermaid's End too. Yeah. Although that prompt might have been for the quest we've already completed. Hello again.
Ever thought about my line of work? You have the cheekbones for it.
Oh, thank you. But, again, I'm mostly bark. I think, given we are pushing the 3-hour mark, which for half the city, good God. But I will call it there for the day. Otherwise, I can already feel my voice going, please. Up the stairs.
Show yourself. Found you.
Okay. I was ending the stream, goddammit. So people are just going to straight up try and kill me in the streets? Nothing to say, local guard? Got blood on my sword.
This may be the most foolish thing I've ever gotten myself into.
You'll receive a letter. You'll be fine. None of you over here? Anything to say about that? Nobody? Can't get the staff. Alright. With that then, folks, I will say thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed yourselves, don't forget to hit that like button. Help push the video through the algorithm so more folks can come hang out, play some games with us. Subscribe for more content here on the channel. On the weekdays, we're at 9 AM GMT with some World of Warcraft and our Good Morning Azeroth show. And between 4 and 6 in the evening, we start up with other games for the evening stream. And you can find playlists, all the other games we've already covered, right here on the channel to binge to your heart's content. So until next time, folks, much love, take care, enjoy your weekend, and bye-bye.